space and time. I want to stay, I want to go. You see my face, but it's not mine. But you can see, you'll never know. How can we meet if I'm not there? Our hearts may touch, our bodies close, but time divides what we might share and sends us all where no one goes. I'm just a traveler upon the sea of time, of life, of fate's wide wheel. Just a traveler in this mystery. For me, I am so that's real to me. We all begin this life alone. We live, we love all through the years. Yet deep inside we long for home, but it recedes, obscured by tears. I cry the time, it falls past me. The door of faith remains asleep, but in my soul this hope burns free. Oh, please let there be one and finally. I'm just a traveler upon the sea of time, of life, of fate's wide wheel. Just a traveler in this mystery. For me, I am so that's real to me. For me, I am so that's real to me.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hello. Hello, empty chair. Hi, empty chair. What's going on, chat? It is Wednesday. We have a tier list again coming for you this week. So, he's got to get his giant jug of water. I mean, who drinks a gallon of water, honestly? I might drink like maybe 50 ounces a day. What's in a gallon? How many ounces are in a gallon, Aaron? He doesn't have his headphones on, so. Oh, I hope everybody's having a good night tonight. Hoping everybody's having a good week. It is the 4th of July weekend coming up, so we will not be here Friday. So this is a shortened week.
What'd I miss?
We were just talking about your giant jug of water.
Yeah.
How many ounces are in a gallon?
I think like 128. Let me see.
Okay, because I was saying I only drink about 50 ounces of water a day, which I should drink more, but
I'm not 100% on that. I think that sounds right though. But
okay.
Yeah, I lug around a jug of water.
I like that shirt, dude. That's nice. Where do you get that?
Where all 40-year-old males get their clothes. Hot Topic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
They have Alice in Chains shirts and Hot Topics.
They've had them for years, and
I don't remember.
But the thing is you go on the website.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is it's not like I'm trying to give Hot Topic my money, but the thing is I know what kind of shirts they print on.
Oh, okay.
You know their quality. You don't have to like roll the dice, right? Because it can be licensed or not. But you know, when you go to an H&M, if your wife ever drags you to an H&M, they sell like Guns N' Roses, AC/DC t-shirts or whatever there, and it's officially licensed, but they still print it on the H&M shirts of choice in their materials.
Gotcha.
So like, you know, I've bought stuff off official stores. I've bought stuff at concerts before, and you pay an arm and a leg.
They're terrible quality.
And it's the shit. Sometimes it's the shittiest quality because they're not making any money. You know, the venues are taking cuts of that stuff. So they're printing on the shittiest stuff possible to try and keep some of that profit. So long story short, I know the quality, at least from Hot Topic. I like the shirts they print on. They're super soft cotton.
Yeah.
And I know how they fit. So it's like, whatever, man. And how often do you see a self-titled tripod shirt?
I love that. I love that shirt, man. Do they have tall sizes or are they just regular size?
That I don't know. I don't really
Okay.
pay attention to it. They're real big into boyfriend fit, which is like basically for girls, like big shirts for girls.
Oh.
But they fit at like they kind of fit. I don't know how to say it. They're taking into fact the shape of a woman.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to emulate like, oh, this is like your
The
boyfriend
Coke
like,
bottle look. Yeah.
well, when you're wearing your boyfriend shirts or whatever. And I bought a couple of those in the day on accident. Like, why is this shirt so tiny? It's basically like a guy's shirt, but it's really form fitting and it's extra small. It runs small. So let's just say she has a few shirts of mine that I could never wear. But anyway, hi everybody. Happy it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It feels like Thursday to me because we don't work July 4th. So tomorrow's my Friday. I'm very excited. Thank you guys for joining us. I was late. This is the first time ever. Usually I'm running with my pants around my ankles and I make it just in time. You guys don't see the ankles and all that stuff, but this time I was legit late. How late was I?
Like maybe 20 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. So, my wife's pregnant. So it's like all the time I got something, I got a bell rings. She needs something or whatever. And
give me some chili Fritos.
And by all means, I got to be ready. We're getting at that point where, she's pretty advanced. So, if she's having any kind of issues, I got to have the phone ready, even during a podcast. So if I have to back out for 2 seconds, I have to be at the beck and call. You know how it is. Want to stay married.
Priorities. You got to tell her what your priorities are, and they're with the listeners. I'm just kidding.
We don't want this kid to be a bastard day one. I'm out of the picture.
True.
But anyway, how you doing? Who we got here in the chat? We have a few people in here. Say hi if you haven't said hi yet. What's up, Marco? How you doing, man?
Hey, Marco.
They're gonna need they're gonna have to remake Megan because I heard part 2 bombed. And they were investing and banking on it way too much because the first one was a big hit. And I saw like was it Jason Blum that was literally saying today, like, we tried to make Megan into Superman and it fucking blew up in our face. So that tells me, is it like a spoof? Did they like go into a different wacky direction? They strayed extra far away from horror this time? Is that what happened?
They made Megan a face instead of a heel, like the last one where she was.
And she has a villain. She has like
I think so.
Wow.
And it's more of an action film. It's not like, because the first one's creepy, dude. I mean, I think it's fun. I really like the first Megan. I thought it was good. What
kills me though is, and he was sitting there and saying, we made the wrong call, yada yada. We gauged it all wrong. And those were his words, that we turned it into Superman, and clearly the fans weren't ready for that. But does that, I don't know, man. Maybe the marketing was good for it. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't really notice a lot of marketing for it in advance.
I didn't either.
But is that how fast word of mouth really works? Or is it like, if a movie like this was such a drastic departure from the first one, doesn't it usually work to where it still does good the first weekend, but then it's a drop off? Because
you would think so. You would think so. I mean,
but like
the YouTube people are up on it. I mean,
was the word of mouth in the press that fucking rapid to where people? Because you think people would still? I don't know, man. It's just like when you're a really big artist and you release a really shit album, it's still going to pop off the first week, but then you're going to see the diminishing returns after, once it starts really getting around and people's, I don't know. I'm actually shocked. I don't know if it might be a little bit of column A and B, but it's probably a little bit that they changed the formula. But I actually also think that they overplayed their hand with Megan in general. And even if it was like still in the same vein as the first one, it probably still wouldn't have been as big, because the first one benefited from TikTok. Yeah. Right. It was that stupid dance scene that went viral and everybody was doing the stupid TikTok dance. That's what it had behind its back. And this movie, horror, action, whatever it is, it doesn't have any viral shit going on with it.
That's true.
I just don't think the marketing is as strong. But anyway, yeah, the first one was fun enough. And yeah, if that's what the second one's about, if it's like fucking Superman and Bizarro Superman and there's like 2 robots going after each other, that's not like she's going to team up with a human or something. Yeah, I think that's terrible. That sounds absolutely ridiculous. I'm not here for it. No, sir, I don't like it. What's up, Ishmael? He says, I like it when
Ish.
franchises changes genre between sequels. When has that worked though? Let's think of examples. When has it worked to where
change genres? That's weird. Yeah.
It doesn't. I doubt Megan completely changes genres to the fact of it's like Alien and Aliens, whereas they're both kind of bleeding into each other, where Alien still has a foot into horror, right?
Yeah,
It's pretty scary when Newt's in the water and that alien comes up behind her from the water, right? And then the focus is in that's really creepy still, but obviously it's crossing over into action. Duh, Bride of Chucky's a huge one. That's a huge example. Bride of Chucky is but the difference there is Chucky was extra established. He already had 3 movies under his belt that were similar in tone, and so they had really grandfathered in their audience. So and when Bride of Chucky came out, it was the biggest gap between movies so far, like quite a big gap compared to the first 3. So there was probably a hunger and a satiation for Chucky at that point for the fans, and they were probably super curious. And
they'll eat up Chucky like nothing.
I'm talking
the 13th. Yeah,
but it's when Bride was out. Bride was like the first departure. Bride was where it shifted, and we had, because I think Bride of Chucky came out in 98. So what are we talking, like a 6-year gap?
Yeah,
because it's like 88, 90, 92 probably. So they were like every 2 years. So they were pretty regular. And then you have 6 years. So like I said, there was a thirst built up for more Chucky at that point. And I think you mix in the fact that the only place you were really getting your news was like Fango back then about like what the movie was like. So people were just seeing screenshots. And at the time, the stitched up Chucky became old hat after a while. But when they first showed the look of Chucky in Bride, he looked cool. Like, what is this new Chucky? He's all fucked up, because it was canon from the third one. Because the last time we saw canon, the third one, he fell into the fan and all chopped up. And it looked cool because this is the first time that Chucky kept his body. Because in the first one, because he's remade, right? In the second one, he's remade. They start the factory back up, and the blood. No, that's the third one. The second one, they go back into production because the first one gets torched, and then the third one, the blood from like the dead one in the factory, like whatever, he keeps getting remade. So it was very kind of interesting and intriguing to see, oh wow, this is the Chucky doll from the third one. And they introduced a new doll, Tiffany. I just think the interest was there at that point, but Megan, she had one movie a couple years ago. It was kind of a surprise hit. I mean, Blumhouse kind of turns out these moderate hits, and I don't know if they're all like bangers, but they clearly know their margins. They're like a more advanced and higher class Charles Band in that sense. Yeah. And they just really hit it out of the park unexpectedly with Megan. Like, who could have predicted? Because usually with horror movies and trying to establish stuff like that, you got to kind of build up the franchise, right? It's like Terrifier. Terrifier built its cult audience. It was a hit for them, however their scope of what a hit and was going to be for Terrifier. And then it had built this audience over this space between the first and second one, to where the second one, the people really turned out. And I think there's a lot of films that are like that, where, what else am I thinking? I think Saw was definitely, obviously, it made money, but it wasn't the juggernaut it became with 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Right. They really nurtured it, and it really got its legs. It made whatever enough profit to spawn a sequel. And that, so yeah, the fact that Megan did as much, it was just kind of a fluke, I think.
It was fun, and Saw was word of mouth, because that was like early internet days. So,
but and the difference between, back in the day, you had Fango. Saw was using just sort of basic terrestrial dial-up internet or whatever the fuck. Megan had TikTok. TikTok is the best marketing tool in the world. Something goes viral, and by all means, it was probably intentional. Just like how they force people to either film stuff in the movie for a trailer. If it's not directly in the actual final cut, they'll have the fucking B unit go back and film something just for the trailer, even if it doesn't appear in the film.
That drives me nuts.
Because they want the trailer moment. And I wouldn't be shocked if they wrote that stupid dance in the movie because they were trying to capture the viral thing, and it worked. So whether it was intentional or not, so it was just sort of what. Now what I'm shocked about is I haven't seen a lot of press for it, so maybe they did try, but I don't think they were trying. You'd think they would try and capture that again, like a trailer would have. Did they have a trailer with a new like dance gimmick or something stupid?
I didn't even see the trailer.
Like, I'm surprised they didn't do the Too Fast, Too Furious where they have both dolls doing it, like dancing, papa locking, and like dance battling each other, right?
Yeah.
So I just don't think the marketing was there, but personally, Ghoulies 3, I guess. I mean, Ghoulies 3 is just the natural progression a lot of horror franchises take, like Freddy. It's like by the third one, we gotta get silly by the third one. Freddy got silly. Leprechaun was always silly. Leprechaun was slightly less silly in the first one. You know, him being compulsive with the shoe cleaning is really goofy, but I think he went pretty stupid in the second one. But yeah, the third one they did ramp it up, and follow a formula for 3 or 4 movies first, I guess. Yeah, I just think that's usually how it goes, right? They didn't come out with Friday the 13th in 1980 and then hit us with Jason X in 1981. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they tried making Jason X in 1981 as the follow-up?
That'd be ridiculous.
It would be the biggest fucking drop off in history.
Yeah.
But you know, they had the balls to try it, you know, fucking 18 years into it, or I don't know when Jason X, 2003. When did Jason X come out? 2001, 2, whatever.
Yeah. Something
like that. And let's see. Yeah, New Metal Chucky. I'm here for New Metal Chucky. I don't know why Todd doesn't like Bride. I'm kind of okay with that Ronnie Yu stink, as we used to refer to it on the show. Ronnie Yu obviously did Bride of Chucky, and he did Freddy versus Jason. And both movies, he must have brought his whole crew with him, because both movies have a very distinct look about them. The cinematography, the coloring is super vibrant, super intense with the blues and the purples and the reds and stuff. I actually think it looks cool. I think the Ronnie Yu, did he do anything else besides those first 2 movies? I don't even know. But those 2 horror movies he did, I think they look really neat. They look very unique. They don't look like anything else at the time. They just look like Ronnie Yu. And yeah, they were both just filled with new metal soundtracks. Both Freddy and Chucky. I couldn't tell you which songs were on which. I think they both had Il Nino in there. They were just like using the same fucking bands, because they're all getting shepherded in by like Roadrunner Records. So like I remember Slayer, I think, was on the Bride of Chucky soundtrack. It was like a throwaway cut from Diabolus and Musica, and then you had like Static X, Bled for Days. Ugh. Bled for Days. I think it's about a woman in her period. I don't know, but
speaking of silly movies, that kind of brings us into our next topic before our tier list, and that's Edgar Wright's Running Man.
Oh yeah. This is what spawned the suggestion that we do a tier list dedicated to remakes. The Edgar Wright remake of Running Man dropped. The trailer dropped, I think, today, and it's funny because I don't really know how you really categorize this. It's not, when it's a book adaptation, it's not really a remake in my eyes. It's just another adaptation off the book, right? Because I think, you know, because the Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger is just a remake of the book, right? It's an adaptation. And looking at the trailer, I've never read the short novella. It was actually a Bachman book, Richard Bachman, pseudonym. I never read the novella, but I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that this is based more on the novella, because they took a lot of liberties in the Arnold days of like doing the Philip K. Dicks and the Total Recalls. Just like I feel like the remake with Colin Farrell, Total Recall, was a little closer to the book. So they took liberties back in the day. So I don't know, man. What do you think of this trailer? I'm conflicted because I hate Glenn Powell.
I think it looks ridiculous. Even though I like Edgar Wright a lot, I'm just very hesitant. I mean, I'll watch it. I'm not gonna go see it, but
I love Edgar Wright. I hate Glenn Powell, so I'm a little conflicted. But I have to say, at least they're not remaking the movie. I think they're clearly adapting the book. And it makes more sense. Like the whole game show Richard Dawson thing, what they're doing in this new one, and if this is the way it's in the book, it makes more sense for him to actually be on land. And it's more like a Warriors thing, right? Where, you know, you have until sundown to kill him, right? Mm-hmm. And they just gotta, obviously he's got to make it from point A to point B, and I think it's 30 days. That sounds more like the namesake to me. So I'm glad it's doing its own thing. And I will give it a chance just because I know we can have our opinions by the early looks of it, but Edgar Wright to me has earned the benefit of the
100%.
he's earned the benefit of the doubt. So it's like he's had enough hits to
he's
where
a phenomenal director. Absolutely.
I mean, he's had enough hits to where I'm going to have to give him the benefit that it's going to be fun because his directing style is a lot of I already know you can look at this and by watching movies like the Cornetto trilogy and even Baby Driver, you kind of know how this is going to be directed and how it's going to move and everything else and sort of how frenetic some of that stuff is. Because I thought Baby Driver was a really fun movie. I'm not saying I
wasn't a fan of it.
I haven't seen it since the theater, but I thought it was a fun theater watch. I thought it was very stylish.
As much as you hate Glenn Powell, I think I hate Michael Cera about the same, and he's in this. So
Michael Cera's like, but he has a connection to Edgar Wright because Edgar Wright did Scott Pilgrim,
which that was a good movie. I give him credit for that. I mean, it wasn't my genre, but I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know why people keep going and barking up Glenn Powell's fucking tree, man. I just maybe they'll keep cramming him down my gullet to the point where something clicks. He finally is in something to where it clicks. I guess I have to give Glenn Powell that benefit of the doubt. As long as he can keep surviving Hollywood and getting more roles, it gives him another chance at spinning that wheel on landing on a project that sells me. And who knows? Maybe this will be it. But I will say that I do treat the book adaptations a little bit differently. It's not really a remake. You know what I'm saying with that? Yeah. It doesn't feel like a remake. But yeah. So, which is funny because I didn't really feel it. I guess I felt that way about the Pet Sematary, newer one too. But it's like technically it's not a remake in my eyes because it's just another stab at trying to adapt the book. But with that said, I think it still counts and it should be on this list if it is. But anyway, Blaine says the new Running Man looks bad. The original is excellent. Fun fact, hot take. I don't think the original's amazing. I like the original. I really enjoy the original. It's very nostalgic. I'll always own a copy of it. But as far as Arnold Schwarzenegger sci-fi movies from his heyday, it's no Total Recall. It's not Total Recall.
No, Total Recall is a masterpiece. But I mean, Running Man's a lot of fun, I think.
I think it's a lot of fun, but it just doesn't have the weight and meat of Total Recall. Like there's so much going on in Total Recall. From the set design is amazing. The world they live in, the universe they built is amazing.
Special effects. I mean,
Running Man, it's a lot more contained, to be fair, because they're keeping it contained to that game show or whatever for the most part, up until he gets arrested or whatever. But like the world they build isn't as exciting. The characters in the game show are funny, right? You know, Captain Dynamo and Sub-Zero, now Plane Zero. Those are all fun, but you know, it's not a 10 out of 10. It's not to me. I've always thought of what do you rate Running Man? I think Running Man's a 7.
8 out of 10.
I think it's a 7. It's but it is fun. That's a good movie to me, but Total Recall's a 10. Glenn Powell looks like that one guy Oliver Stone worked with a lot. Who is that? Woody Harrelson? No, he worked with him like once. No, he worked with him twice. Natural Born Killers and Larry Flint. People vs. Larry Flint. Is that who we're talking about? I love the Psycho remake, though. Whoa, that's an interesting take. I don't think I've ever met anybody.
That's on the list, so
I don't think I've met people that actually. Not that I've went looking. I don't think I really talked to anybody that really liked the Psycho. What did you love about it? Since it's essentially shot for shot. You know, what is there? I mean, maybe you could argue since it was shot for shot, since you like the original, you're automatically gonna kind of by default like the remake because it's the same thing. But or you can be on the side of the fence, like I think a lot of people are, where it's like, well, great, why would I watch this one if it's shot for shot? Why not watch the original performances by Anthony Perkins? And anyway, and Silhouette, how you doing, brother? Colonoscopy begins tomorrow, fearing the worst. You got this, man.
Yeah. Have faith, brother.
Yeah. I mean, so can I ask how old you are, or is that too personal? I'm very curious. And are they doing the procedure because of certain like bowel activities, or are they saying like it's time and it's more kind of like, hey, we're getting into the routine of things, you know? But either way, you'll be fine. The actual procedure itself, you're going to be in and out. It's going to be, you're going to blink and be like, huh, it's over. But hopefully as far as, you know, the results, hopefully it goes well. It's so funny. Before, I don't want to get too far down in this because we have a tier list to start. Todd's getting it going. I want to say, I got to rant for a second. It doesn't surprise me why certain people like condone and endorse that Luigi guy, because I'm not saying what guys like that did are right, but I'm also not saying that the people that it happens to don't have it coming. So like our insurance, my employer, we switched insurance before last year to a new provider. We went from Aetna to Cigna. Cigna's been dog shit pretty much since the company switched to Cigna. Everybody's just been harping and complaining because Cigna likes to decline everything, and including basic procedural preventative stuff. Like my colonoscopies, I never paid with Aetna because it was preventative. I started getting them early because my dad died by 44. So, you know, he probably had the cancer in his 30s because it's such a slow growing thing. And so it was never an issue. And Cigna, I got to pay for it. It's like $1,500 fucking dollars. Now, luckily, we hit our deductible this year because of the baby. So it's, you know, I'm only going to have to pay like 10% of that, but it's the principle of the thing. And, you know, I talked to them, I had to call them up and I spoke with the person that actually helped with the onboarding from Cigna from my job to them. And they were straight up and they said, it's like, what happened was Aetna was accepting too many people. And when they're processing that many claims and not declining claims, the premiums on your employer, because they're paying X amount of percent of it, was going up. So they legit went to the next guy who declined more. So let that just sink into your brain for a second. And I'm thinking, fuck Cigna and kind of fuck my job too. They literally went with an insurance that was they weren't declining enough. Aetna.
What do you expect?
They weren't declining enough. Yeah. It's costing us too much. So, and hot take, they don't even cover pap smears for women. This is basic shit, dude. Basic shit. And the last thing I'll say is, this is why people don't get checked out for stuff. It's like, if I know in 5 years my bill's going to be like $1,500 if I haven't hit my deductible to get what the doctor thinks I should get, just to kind of stay up and up on it, it's going to make some people in my situation be like, I don't want to I'll just roll the dice on a couple more years, you know? And then guess what? And you wait a year or two, then you got something going on, and it's just going to cost the insurance company more because now you might have something that's going to be a more long-term expense. So it's just bullshit. But
all a bunch of crooks.
Absolutely. The world sucks. Society sucks. And
some happy talk.
Yeah, 29, almost 30, and neither is going to be ever set. And neither a tumor is going to. Oh, well, I'm sorry, brother. Well, hopefully it's benign. It's going to go in. They always go in deep, my friend. So that's no surprise. But anyway, we'll be thinking about you, and hopefully everything is going to be on the up and up. But let's go ahead and do the happy talk. We're going to go and get started. You guys know the rule. Oh, by the way, sorry, man. I forgot to thank you, dude, for re-upping your membership. I'm sorry.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, man. And by all means, if anybody else wants to join the membership, $2.99 is all we ask. It's very cheap. We're very cheap, but we don't come easy. You know what I mean? And you guys can get access to all of our member-only commentaries. What did we just do? We just did the Burbs.
Yeah, the Burbs. That was last week.
We did that last week.
Only, yeah.
Yep, that's going to get edited and put up for everybody next week. But of course, you guys are all invited for the streams when they happen. And on a separate note, the regular commentary for everybody is going to be going up, I think, by Monday, and that's going to be Friday 13th part 2. So that's what's coming along down the pike. But anyway, okay, so we're going to take turns. We're going to talk about remakes. I'll go, Todd will go, and then the chat will go. And then you guys should know by now, at the end of it, everybody's going to have a chance to sort of move something on the board that you think was an injustice to kind of shake it up. So let's get going. Todd's going to pull up the wheel.
Yeah. So these are tailored to the Nightmare on Elm Street remake I did for Top G is Dream Cream Supreme. You have Four Finger Knives Deep. You have Half Chub in the Dreamscape. Boiler Room Fanny Flutter.
Okay.
Dream Dookie Deluxe. And then you have Never Seen Never Will. So
I think Mutineer had a good. I think it was Mutineer in our Discord, which by the way we have a Discord for everybody if you want to join that. He made a good suggestion. He was like, he's like, you guys should change the normal tier list categories, and they were more. I'll have to look for it, but they were more or less similar, but in the middle it was more like a take it or leave it. And to me, it felt like that's what it should be, because I feel like the middle category is like always. It sounds too good to be a middle category. So we'll have to change that stuff later. What do we got here?
Martyrs. You got Martyrs remake. Have you seen that?
You take it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Fuck. Damn it. It's already starting off to a great.
The first one goes to the Never Seen Never Will, unless somebody has seen it in the chat. Let us know. Throw it out. But yeah, I haven't seen. I saw the original one. I really like the original Martyrs, but I avoided that.
If somebody in the chat's seen it, let us know real quick where you guys think it should go. Blaine says I might cancel my Amazon subscription and subscribe to you guys instead. Hell yeah, dude.
There you go.
But let me tell you, if you do decide to stay with your Prime, just remember, like if you got a Prime subscription, you get a free monthly subscription to Twitch that you can just donate. So you guys might not be on Twitch.
I didn't know that.
I've told you that since day one. I'm like, God, keep surprised.
I'm never on Twitch.
But you just but it's free money in our pocket, Todd. So like, but the annoying part is you can't automatically renew with Twitch. And with that, you have to do it every month, which makes it kind of fucking annoying. But anyway, just throwing that out there.
All right. 2.0. We're kicking it off. This is yours.
All right. But Blaine, definitely subscribe. Come on, man. All right. I'll take it all day long. Love it.
Right.
Dude. Has anybody still not seen this? Todd, have you not seen this?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
You're insane. This movie might be. Go ahead into the list. This is Dream Cream Supreme.
Really?
I think as far as remakes go, it is absolutely fantastic. And it's what a remake should be. Blaine agrees. 10 out of 10. So let me tell you, man, I've been harping on you to watch this for so long. I would say we should do a commentary for it, but the movie's like 2.5 hours long, and I don't know if it's
Probably
a comment.
I haven't seen it yet,
but it's not a commentary movie. It's a real piece that marinades and just. But dude, I think it's a huge crime. This never got a 4K release.
Is Mia Goth in this?
Yes.
Okay, then I will watch it. Okay.
You bring the Kleenex. We know you and your Mia Goth fetish, but let me tell you. So this came out when 4K was alive and well, and it never got a 4K release. It's Amazon Studios, and they put out, or I guess technically,
I thought it was an IFC movie, wasn't it? Technically,
I think it was. Maybe it was in conjunction, but okay. I know it's an Amazon Studios, which in turn is now like MGM, right? It's like the same.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you'd call it. I just know when you watch the movie, it did say Amazon Studios. Maybe IFC is there too, but dude, watch it. It's awesome. In fact. I wish I would have been reminded of this last time you were here in the flesh, because I would 100% said, hey, let's go sit in the movie room in the dark, quiet, women away, and let's fucking watch this movie with some popcorn.
Okay.
Because this is how I watched it the first time with Randall when I was in Ireland at his castle, and we had a movie night. I went into his like movie room, and I just watched this shit with popcorn, and I was blown away. And I watched it a second time, I believe, with the wife, and it's just really good. It's got a great cast, and I say that if you're gonna remake a movie, this is how you should do it. It's so different. So the original Argento flick is perfect as well, but it's its own thing. That movie's like 90 minutes wet, barely. It's super short, quick. They don't give you really anything to chew on. You know, you kind of get it. There's a dance school and there's like witches, but they don't really dive into it. It's all very surface level. This movie is 2.5 hours long. It's literally an hour longer, and they really get into all the lore and the stories and all the shit they build with the witches and the coven.
Yeah, I'll have to try to find it and give it a watch.
And it's a
It has
different
been
vibe.
on
So
my
like
list.
obviously they're not trying to, and he's not trying to emulate Argento. It doesn't have the crazy vibrant colors. It doesn't have the giallo feel. It's its own look. And Tom York of Radiohead does the soundtrack, which it's really haunting and it's really creepy. So yeah, watch it. You're nuts for haven't seen it yet. But you get Firestarter, this piece of shit.
You get it because I've never seen it.
I didn't want to watch it because everybody fucking railed on it. Hey, chat, anybody seen the Firestarter remake?
I heard it was trash. But
Oh, Blaine. Okay, so Luca got Guadagnino, whatever his name is, he directed it. Yeah. What else did he direct, by the way, besides that remake of Suspiria? Blaine says it's Dookie. I've heard nothing but terrible things. I have to say though, the John Carpenter soundtrack is still owning though, because he did the soundtrack to it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have the vinyl. Don't fuck with the movie. Just listen to the music. Oh, he did the Challengers, that one movie that was trying to nerd bait people into fucking a threesome, like that marketing that made it seem like there was a threesome with Zendaya and all the nerds were creaming their pants. I can't say that movie really looks like appealing to me, but if you say it's good. Marco said it was bottom tier. They make a joke about not assuming a dead cat's pronouns. Yeah. Jeez. All right, so go ahead and Omen, who gets this?
I do. So I did see this in the theaters. I was never an Omen guy, and seeing this, it really didn't do anything for me. I mean, I thought it was pretty mid at the time when I saw it, and after seeing it in theaters, I never wanted to watch it again. I didn't think it was terrible, but I don't know. It wasn't good in my opinion. I didn't enjoy it very much. I'd probably put it in a fanny flutter.
Is this one of those instances where it's like shot for shot again? Very much so.
I remember the Damien was pretty generic, the boy in it, and it was just, of course, it was the time when they're pumping out all the remakes, and it just looks like the same old crap. It's pretty much that Amityville Horror, I think, came out like the same time, I believe.
Oh, it's Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
Yeah, and it was just generic crap in my opinion.
Amityville's on here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we have to talk about that. But yeah, this movie had Liev Schreiber, and it had Julia Stiles, who I find very hard to look at. I know it sounds
really
Julia Stiles. Yeah, I find her.
Wow.
I don't think the camera loves her. Let's just say that. I don't think she's a very photogenic type of person. I don't know. I don't think she
looks like a volleyball player. Like
if her face got smashed with like a 20-pound volleyball, she's like super flat. She's got like that pizza head from Leprechaun in Space.
My brother always had a big crush on Julia Stiles growing up.
Probably the braces. I don't know. Hey, Alpha, what's up, brother? So to me, this is kind of a spoiler. I guess it's not, but he's saying the scariest thing about the Suspiria remake is Tilda Swinton in old man makeup. I say that this is kind of it's not a spoiler, but but I fucking had no idea. Believe it or not, I was duped. Tilda Swinton plays 3 different people in this movie. And I didn't, like, you're so, because you haven't seen the movie, Todd, but I mean, like, I was so in it that I didn't even fucking notice, and I felt like an idiot. I'm like, oh my god, she played that fucking old man. What the hell? Anyway, go ahead and spin that wheel.
This is chat. This is all you chat.
Yeah, dude, Blaine, I remember that marketing for the Omen remake. It came out in 666, June 6, 2006.
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
I remember that marketing campaign because the band Slayer did the same thing because their Christ Illusion album was coming out on the same day, and they were doing the same 666. And I remember like Kerry King saying something to the fact of, yeah, the fucking Omen beat us to it. Like, they're doing it too. Like, god dang it. Like, so.
Well, didn't their God Hates Us All album come out on 9/11 too?
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah. Didn't Iowa come out 9/11 too?
It might, right around the same time, yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Quarantine.
This is a remake?
Yes. I can't remember. Was it a Japanese film or
so this
it's a zombie. It was a zombie. This is one I've never seen. Who stars in this?
I don't know. Anybody in the chat seen Quarantine?
There's a lot of people that actually really like this film.
I kind of guess I forgot about that, but technically there's a lot of remakes from foreign films. I mean, we could be here all night talking about
Jennifer Carpenter stars in it.
Okay, who's that?
She was in a lot of movies in the early 2000s.
Yeah, never seen that. Marco says it's a half chub in the Dreamscape. Jennifer Carpenter stars in it. Okay, well, half chub.
Okay, it's
Go
the
on.
director of the Poughkeepsie tapes, which I thought was
Ugh.
shitty. But
Yeah, Todd was worshiping it. He's like, we got to watch that. Like, oh, this
I was so
sucks.
excited, man, when it first. Well, the poster dropped, and I wanted to see it, and then it never came out. And then, of course, he had to like bootleg it to actually watch it.
Alpha said about that Tilda Swinton. I didn't realize it was her off the bat. I just knew it was super distracting. Yeah, like I felt like the guy was weird. Like something was off about the old man, but I wouldn't call it distracting. I kind of thought, I don't know. It was an interesting choice, and I think it just creeped me out. Like, why is this guy all goofy? Kind of like Grandpa and TCM, where it's like he's wearing a mask. Like, what the fuck is going on with this old man?
I like that though. That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, you got Dracula. Bram Stoker's.
Oh,
you're gonna be stroking.
Okay, Bram Stoker Dracula is let's
overrated.
Go. It's mid. It's yeah, so I guess it'd be half chub in the Dreamscape. It's just mid.
I rewatched this about a year ago, 4K or whatever.
Yeah, it's not.
I didn't enjoy it. I mean, I thought I would like it a lot more, but no.
It's just middle of the road. I feel like there's so many other opportunities and options to watch Dracula, and this is not the one for me. I'd rather watch Herzog's, a Nosferatu film. I'd rather watch the Bela Lugosi Dracula. So yeah, bunch of stuff. The practical effects are fun. It's boring as fuck. Yeah, and that's why I'm giving it a middle of the road, because practical effects, it looks great. It's shot great.
It has its good qualities, but it's also not great.
And the other good qualities is you have Gary Oldman carrying the whole fucking cast on his shoulders.
Great. Yeah, absolutely.
Carrying those Winona Ryder and Keanu Reeves performances. Gosh, must have broke his back. Let me tell you what. Yeah, I don't care for it. I have it on 4K too, because it's one of those ones you can get for like $7.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say, dude, I want Nightmare on Elm Street. You get Evil Dead. There you go. Have you gone back and rewatched this?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. And I have the 4K, and isn't that devilish of me?
And so it does have redeeming qualities. I mean, it has the gore. The characters are freaking god awful. I know the original Evil Dead characters aren't great either, but the main protagonist, the girl, she wasn't believable at all. They had the whole, they're bringing their friend back to the cabin because they're rehabilitating him, or sobriety, all that shit. And it didn't do it for me, man. Like I said, the effects were cool, but I didn't like the movie at all.
I'm really trying to. I want to go back and watch it. I mean, I've seen it, I think 3 times. I think I watched it twice in the theaters. I watched it myself, and then I watched it with a buddy back home, and then I watched it at least for a commentary back in the day. So it's at least 3 times I've seen it, and the commentary we did for it was, gosh, dude, this is a long time ago. We're talking like 8 fucking years ago. So I have this urge to. There's just like so many fans of this movie now. It's grown like an audience over the years.
A 4K Tent Revival is a huge fan of this film.
So I feel like, you know what, maybe I remember the movie well, but like maybe it's aged well. And so I have the 4K. I've been meaning to watch it. And maybe distance does make the heart grow fonder with a lot of these movies. And also it's all about perspective, because we have the time gap, but then like Evil Dead Rise came out, which I really didn't like.
That was worse.
And when Evil Dead Rise, after I watched that, I'm like, God, it made me appreciate how I remember this movie. So, and also I've grown in appreciation for Fede Alvarez too, because I thought the Don't Breathe movie he did, that first one, was fun. I thought that was a good movie. And I, of course, like Alien Romulus. So I'm like, you know what? I'll check it out.
And there's probably a lot of people that like this movie, but it's not one that I go back and rewatch. If I don't want to go back and rewatch, it's going to be below mid for me.
When's the last time you watched it, though? Can I ask?
I saw it once in the theaters.
I think it's been too long. I think you should watch it again. That's been a long time, Todd.
Okay.
You should. I remember when we both saw this.
Was this 2012?
We did an old school Behind the Mask podcast on it. Remember? We all went to the theater to watch it. Lush at the time too, I think.
Okay.
And then we all talked about it. There's like an old podcast where you can go fish through the YouTube archives, everything else. Yeah, Todd's got the date right, somewhere like 13 years ago, whatever. And you can hear us talking about it fresh from the theater. It's pretty fun. So, I don't think any of us really liked it at the time, but go ahead. All right, spin the wheel. Who is this? Chat? Or is it chat?
It's chat. Jacob's Ladder remake.
This movie was in and out, dude. It's got that one that black guy, right?
Yeah.
Gosh, dude, I forgot this movie existed. Was this even in theaters?
I don't remember. I didn't even know it was out. I just saw it. That was like,
yeah, I would just see it advertised like this. Is this just shovelware? Did it get tossed onto streamers?
And Jacob's Ladder is like top 10 for me. It's like one of my favorite films. But this one, I've never seen it.
This is like remaking The Shining or something. Like, why are you touching this flick, man?
Yeah.
I didn't see this piece of shit, man. Anybody seen this? I doubt anybody's seen this. That's my bet right now. Nobody's seen it. Let's just move on. And if you have, feel free to let us know. But even if you knew it existed, it's like, why would you actually stop and be like, yeah,
do you want to give the chat another one, or do you want to?
No, let's just keep it. Let's just keep puff give, man. Yeah. Keep the rotation going.
Children of the Corn.
Remake. Well, okay. The chat. Oh yeah, we'll give the chat another one. The remake. Gosh, I keep forgetting we're on remakes. Have you guys seen the Children of the Corn remake? I haven't. What is that?
I haven't seen it either.
Oh,
it's the one that came out in
red box filler.
Yeah.
This wasn't theatrical. This is red box bullshit. You guys are in for a treat. Anybody like that? Never seen it. Okay, let's. Oh wait, the original isn't even that great. LOL.
I love the original. It's good.
I don't think it's groundbreaking, but it's a fun story.
It's fun. Yeah.
I think it's very representative of it coming from a short story. Like it does. It feels like a short, contained movie.
Definitely a time period.
It's very meat and potatoes, but I love it, dude. Something about creepy kids killing their parents. I can fuck with it. Outlander. Don't kill your parents if you're a kid watching this. That's, I don't condone that. Who gets this? Me. The Thing remake. All right, I'm happy and very excited to talk about the Thing remake. So
no, this is John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh, can we call it the Thing remake? Did you put the Thing remake in there?
No.
Okay, why? That one's so much more interesting to talk about. Okay, this is going fucking Dream Cream Supreme.
I'm sorry, dude.
Okay, so this is kind of, yeah, it's a remake, but dude, he did his own. He fucking made this movie from the ground up, basically off that original, The Thing from Outer. That
you can't deny it, dude.
But the only thing he took from that original movie is the fact that it shapeshifted, right? I guess that's it. Like this is, yeah, Blaine, exactly. Talk about the remake of the remake. God, that movie's more interesting to talk about because we're done. The Thing's great. Next, it's awesome.
Right. We've already mad you don't get to talk for 10 minutes.
Yeah. So guess what? I'm going to still talk about the remake of the remake. The remake of the remake, like a lot of people think and have grown to believe, it's not that bad. It's decent. It's a decent movie. And as Phil and Selmo said, yeah, I knew I was getting into a video game of sorts with the effects, but because I think Phil probably still reads old school Fango on his toilet. He
doesn't have a cell phone, dude.
He still probably has magazine. I bet you if we went to House Core's house, dude, we would see old issues that are 20, 30 years old of Fango on his tank. And that's probably where he read about the movie when it was coming out. All right, so Body Snatchers, Todd. Feel free to talk for 10 minutes. You're allowed to.
No, I'm just kidding, dude.
It's a fucking we talk. It's a fucking YouTube show.
I'm just giving you shit, dude. Body Snatchers, which I did watch recently. And this is a great movie.
It's awesome.
I don't know if I could put it at top G.
9 out of 10 at least. It's a 9 out of 10.
I would say because Donald Sutherland is, he's phenomenal. He's a great actor. R.I.P. And I had a lot of fun with it, man. To this day, it still holds up for me. I don't know what everybody else thinks. I know you like it, but I loved it, man. Where the hell is it?
I told you it's a 9 out of 10. I love it.
No, I know. I said the chat. I don't know what they think about it.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. I always love that fucking weird Robert Duvall cameo.
Oh yeah,
that's uncredited. I just think it's awesome. Like, it's crazy. As the priest and gosh, what was it? Read up on the movie or watch some behind the scenes or some actual like analysis videos on that movie. There's a lot of cool shit that they break down, and I can't remember what is it they broke down about the Robert Duvall character. But he's definitely Robert Duvall at the beginning. I think it's wonderful how he's the first thing you see on the park swings, and it makes it so clear that they're already among us, and he's one of them. Because it's this priest that's just kind of out of character on a swing. And what a cool like first way to greet you in the film. It's subtle enough, but anyway.
Okay, so I fucked up. You're absolutely right, Aaron. The Thing remake should have been on here because for some reason I have Body Snatchers on here too. So the Thing remake should have been on here. I'm sorry. I apologize.
And that's the Meg Tilly Body Snatcher.
Yes.
Anyway. Whatever.
Well, where would you put it? You said mid?
Where would I put the Thing remake?
Yeah.
I think it's a solid movie. It's at least a 6. It's a solid, fun movie. You gotta accept the PS2 graphics. They traded all those beautiful practical effects
half
for.
chub and a dreams. Okay.
I mean, I think I own the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I own the Blu-ray, and if it came out in 4K, if it was cheap enough, I'd probably buy it for a novelty. I'm surprised Shout didn't release that. It feels like something.
Oh
Shout
yeah, you think they would, yeah.
But
absolutely.
And the cast is good, dude. Like Mary Elizabeth Winstead's a great actress. She was in that Cloverfield Lane movie with John Goodman.
Yep.
And she's in a lot of great stuff. And it's also got Joel Edgerton, who has been in a lot of stuff since. He's in the Warrior movie with Tom Hardy. It's that guy. So yeah, the cast is great. But go ahead, let me in. Who's this?
Chat.
Okay.
Anybody seen Let Me In the chat?
I've seen it. If you guys haven't seen it,
Let me in.
You know what this movie makes me think of more than anything? It's the peak of my sickness. I had this movie on Blu-ray and I didn't get a slip. And I went into a used like comic book used video shop and they had one with a slip. And this is the movie that I went and I asked the guy, "Hey, can I give you $1 and just take the slip?" And he threw it at me. He's like, "Just fucking take it and don't come back."
That was probably like,
and he threw
that
it
like the mid 2000s.
I don't know, probably like because I had a Blu-ray player. I didn't get my first Blu-ray player.
This didn't come out until like what
2012.
So.
Oh yeah, I didn't get my first Blu-ray player until like 2012. So yeah, and I remember him just kind of like I felt a little humiliated, but you know, me being the crackhead I was, I took it anyway and I ran off. And I never again. It taught me a valuable lesson. Like, okay, well, I'm not going that far.
Sick
again.
man.
Like, you're sick people, sick world, sick people. Anyway, okay. So do I get?
Just take it.
Oh, well, my bad. Let me in. It's I thought it was great. I still think it's like it's a foreign remake. I think the original's what, Swedish? Am I right, or is it something?
Yeah, I think it's Swedish. It's great.
It's fantastic. But this is kind of like Funny Games. If you like the original, you like the remake. They're very, very much the same. So pick your aesthetic and pick your poison. But this one is also really, really good. I don't know. Give it a 9 out of 10. I'd say 4 finger knives deep. It's really good. Richard Jenkins and what's that? Chloe Grace Moretz chick. But you know, good flick.
Yeah, I don't remember if I saw this or not, but I know you were championing it when it came out. So
I think it's got Ozzy Butterfield or whatever that kid's name is. He plays the boy, I think. But oh yeah, those both they're great. And as far as like vampire movies go, gosh, man, let's just give credit to the original. What a great, unique spin on that genre. Point goes back to you. We're just going to cycle back. Day of the Dead for Todd.
Well, we did a commentary on this piece of shit, and this is the one with, is this Mia Savari or
and Ving Rhames? Yeah,
this is fucking the worst dookie ever. This movie stinks.
We also did the sequel. There's the Day of the Dead sequel. They did off the sequel to the remake.
Oh yeah, I think we did that one too.
It's the thumbnail we have where the zombie's got the microphone like he's screaming in a punk band that we blended.
Oh God,
that's not
so bad.
That's not in the movie. It's just what Zach did for like a Photoshop. It was pretty funny. But yeah,
I'd rather watch Zombie King than this.
Dude, you're not giving the cast enough credit. This also has Nick Cannon. You omitted his name. Coming off the massive hit of Drumline in Wild and Out. And let's not forget where his roots were. His roots were all that on Nickelodeon. But anyway.
Cannon, come on.
Yeah, Nick Cannon. He shot his cannon and his wife about 50 times.
Yeah.
He's got 1 million kids, dude. I think with like 1 million different women. And he wears a fucking turban like Johnny Quest. What the hell's the matter with that guy?
Mirrors.
This is
I've never seen this. This is chat.
Mirrors. I don't think I've seen this either.
This is a who did this film? It was let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, anybody seen Mirrors?
Alexander Aja did this.
Oh, okay. And who did the original?
I think it was a Japanese film.
Okay.
I believe.
Sounds like it is. Okay. So I don't think anyone's seen it. Let's just go ahead and put it in that category for now. And
okay.
Never look, Marco, never seen it, but put Children of the Corn in bottom tier. Go ahead and do it. We got Children of the Corn can move to Dookie. I'm sure it's bad, dude.
How can mirrors be real if my eyes aren't real?
Blaine
Was
says
this Dream Dookie? I've never seen. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah. Blaine says Aja did Hills Have Eyes remake, right?
Yeah. And he did High Tension. He did some good movies.
Okay. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. I think it's me now. Let's see. Who directed the Hills Have Eyes remake too?
I don't know. You got the Crow remake. Has anybody seen this?
Super confusing, right? No, the Crow. No. This is with that.
I do want to watch it. I do want to watch it though.
You want to see this movie with Peter with the fucking whatever?
I'll watch
Pennywise.
It.
It looks terrible, dude.
It doesn't look good, but I do want to see it, dude.
He's got this like Timmy haircut, and I don't know. It looks really dumb. Blaine said, "Wait, are we talking about? Are you talking about the Crow, or are you talking about Hills Have Eyes?"
Yeah, you choose. Tell us.
We need I've never seen the Crow remake.
No, it just came out. I don't know if that's on VOD yet. I think.
Dude, Blaine says I heard the Crow was a trap rapper in the remake. Yeah, that makes sense, and he kind of has that vibe. But like I said, hot take. I don't even like the original Crow very much. I just I want to like it. I just don't. Great cast. I just don't like it. Okay, so the Blaine says the Crow remake is definitely Dookie. It doesn't sound like you've seen it though, because you said you heard. So
yeah, we have to see it.
Let's go ahead and put it never seen, never will. But
where the hell is? Oh, here it is. Okay,
but it sounds like you'll never will see it, which is the ultimate insult. What's with that Twilight cover it has?
I don't know. It looks. I mean, that cover's terrible.
Looks really bad. Okay, moving on.
I'm not gonna pay money to see it, but I do want to see it.
What? I would never watch it. I don't care if it's streaming for free. I don't care if you paid me.
How do I have Psycho on here twice?
Just delete. Well, we'll just have to delete it when it comes back to it.
Remove all. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they did that.
Oh, nice.
Okay, Psycho. Who gets Psycho?
It reverts to me because Chad just did that. I think right. That's funny though. Like it must recognize you have it twice. I guess. I find the film offensive because, like I said, it's just retreading, and I'm going to be less kind to this, unlike the funny games type movies or whatever, because this just doesn't even get the pass of being a foreign film that we translated over here. I just think it's sacrilege. I think the audacity of this movie, and again, I guess by just default, it's like if Psycho didn't exist and this came out when it did. I guess it would be good, but I'm going to give this movie Dream Dookie Deluxe. I think it's a fucking insult.
Wow.
It's an insult.
I'd probably give it a half chub just because Vince Vaughn's in it.
Well, then you give it a half chub. You take it and give it a half chub.
I don't want no. You're fine. I mean,
I just think it's an insult. I think it's a why did we do this?
Shot for shot remake. No,
my favorite thing in the world is Rob Zombie talking shit on it. And then being a hypocrite. He's like, why would you remake Psycho? It makes no fucking sense. Psycho exists. And then he takes a big bag of money to do Halloween.
Okay, so I get this one.
I want Amityville.
Why? Because it's going in Dream Dookie, because I saw this in theaters and the movie sucks, dude.
I want
it's
this one.
Terrible, dude.
It sucks.
It's so bad, man. I was so pissed when I left this movie.
We were knee deep.
Did I see this with you?
No, because I rented it when it came out,
Okay.
like on Redbox, and we were knee deep in this new kind of era at the time. Yeah, the remakes, but what came with that whole remake apocalypse that we dealt with for a decade was a completely different approach than we had in the 60s and the 70s and even some of the 80s, where the original Amityville was about showing you, not anything, like letting your mind do the work. And then we were all of a sudden, all these remakes were the exact opposite in like the 2010s, where it's like, hey, we're going to show you everything. And, the movies like Saw and shit like that. And I credit stuff like Hostel as well, where they were like, the gore thing was popular, just showing you all this grotesque violence. I think that played a part in it. But in this movie, they legit show you all the fucking demons in the house.
Yeah,
And they have the jump scares of like the ghosts in the closet. I'm like, this is stupid. There's no build up. I always reference this shot in I always think about it in the original Amityville, but you don't have to see anything, because when George Lutz is digging in that cellar behind the wall, right, where the portal to hell is supposed to be, where the demons are coming from, and it's emitting this like red glow. When you look at the face on him when he sees what's in there and he's just like horrified, we don't have to see what he's looking at. Like, he's telling everything you need to know with how horrified he looks.
Yeah.
And obviously he sees like his reflection and shit. It's just, yeah, I hate this movie. Really hate this movie. Fuck it.
Chat. Wake up, chat. Ooh, you get The Mummy.
Aren't these all remakes technically? But this is like the Tom Cruise remake.
This is the Tom Cruise one, yeah. Have you seen this one?
Why would I fucking watch this? No.
I watched this one with my father-in-law. This movie is terrible, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else seen? I mean, Todd's gonna take it if you guys haven't seen the shitty Tom Cruise Crow. Remember how embarrassing that was when they were like building the dark universe?
Yeah.
And they put their they were counting their eggs before their chickens hatched, and they did like that Vanity Fair spread with all the people that were going to star in all the upcoming movies. Like they had like Johnny Depp is like Dr. Jekyll, and they had somebody playing like the Invisible. And of course, this movie bombed, and they canceled all those movies.
It is not good at all.
We're assembling the Universal Dark Universe, cinematic universe. Fucking really stupid. Jimmy, what's up, bro? He says, "Mommy's Dookie."
Yeah. No, I'm with you, brother.
Throw it down in there. That's a sweet avatar, Jimmy. All right. I'm up to bats. Dude, I mean, the how cocky they were. Like, we got Tom Cruise, man. This is going to be a whole universe. This is back when like everybody thought they could be Marvel. It's like, we're guaranteed a universe. All we got to do it. We just got to like build it, and they will come, baby.
Did you see Toolbox Murders remake? I'll take it then. You can have the next one. So this one is a remake of the Toolbox Murders, which I'm not a huge fan of.
I take it back. I did watch it, but I don't remember anything about it. I watched this back in the day. I bought this and Dahmer with that Showtime Dahmer.
Oh, Dahmer's so much better than this.
But I bought them at the same time used at vintage stock on DVD. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was excited because I remember renting this from Blockbuster, and I was like, "Oh, Toolbox Murders!" And this movie is just, I thought it was shitty. I mean, it wasn't the worst. I wouldn't put it dream dookie, but very forgettable, not great. I'm not a huge fan of the original Toolbox Murders. It's fine, and this one's just a fanny flutter, if you ask me.
Okay.
What? Do you like the fanny flutter?
The fanny flutter just makes me laugh. Like, okay, I'm like,
find boiler room fanny flutter.
No, is this based off the real murders? One of the darkest true crime stories. I think it is, right? It takes inspirations from those Toolbox.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah,
which that is a pretty horrifying story.
And the 70s one's not bad. I mean, it could have been gory, man. It wasn't very gory, if I remember right.
And yeah, when that one was made, I think that story was pretty fresh.
Yeah,
that I've listened to true crime podcasts about that real life ordeal, and it's hard to listen to. And don't they have like tape recordings? Like, there's recordings out there of the people getting tortured and shit. Like, dude, it's heinous, man.
No, I love that true crime shit too.
I thought you're like, oh, I love that it happened. Great moment in history. It's like,
Toolbox Murders trump than this. Okay.
When a Stranger Calls.
No, I haven't seen that remake. I think it would revert back to me, but no, I
haven't seen it either. I remember it was right around the time when all the shitty remakes were coming out.
I haven't even seen the original with Carol Kane.
I seen it, but it's been a while since I've seen it. So.
Nor have I seen the made-for-TV sequel, When a Stranger Calls 2.
Yeah,
you know, it'd be interesting to compile a list of all the movies that had sequels that were made for TV, because I always think that's weird. Video is one thing, but you know, going for
Psycho had a made-for-TV movie.
Psycho
too.
4, but like how many examples of it? It's just an interesting like medium switch.
Oh, okay. So we got a Dream Dookie Deluxe. There you go, Marco.
Dream Dookie Deluxe, yeah, very boring. And the trailer spoiled it all. Well, now it is the chick that's in this. Is it that brunette chick that looks like she's like half Asian or something? Is that who was on the cover all the time? I used to see, or am I thinking of a different movie? I might be thinking of One Missed Call, the remake of One Missed.
Yeah, this one came out in 2006.
I'm talking about the actress though. Like, what's the cover look like?
Camilla Bell is the main actress. It looks like the babysitter.
Is she a brunette? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, brunette. Yeah.
Does she kind of have like an Asian look, like a half white Asian?
A little bit.
Okay, I always thought that chick looked just like Rhinoa from Final Fantasy VIII. Like if you made a movie that you had to cast her. Todd doesn't know anything about that, but go ahead.
Very good looking, but yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, that's her. That's all you had to say. She's got the caterpillar brows. Yeah, but she's a very attractive.
Yeah,
you know. But anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and keep on rolling, baby. So the chat took that one. I feel like I get this one again. I feel like I've missed my turn 2 times.
A Haunting.
Oh, okay, with Liam Neeson and Owen Wilson and Catherine Zeta-Jones. You know, I actually really like the original. I think the original's fun, and I don't mind this one. It is kind of a weird. It came in the wake of like The Ring, or it's DreamWorks. It's this shitty like PG fucking horror movie, PG-13. But, you know, I'll be damned. I kind of like this movie, and I have like certain memories from it. I remember, I don't have a lot of great memories with my dad, but I remember right before high school started, Todd.
Yeah.
Before I went to freshman year, our high school, my dad, he was up all night watching movies, and I think it was like a wild hair thing. Like, hey, let's walk to your high school. I'll show you where it's at, and you can kind of walk to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like this really rare instance of him being kind of cool. And we just went on a walk, and like, as the sun was rising, we went out at night and the sun was rising. And then he's like, yeah, he showed me like the routes. Like, this is where you walk. You'll go here. Like, oh, okay. And I remember on the way home, we went by Super Saver.
Yeah.
Because Super Saver was closed. And we went in just as they were making the donuts in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And we bought donuts, and we just walked home, a nice like walk, and ate donuts, and we talked, and he wasn't like being mean to me or an ass. Like, this never happened.
Yeah.
So and then when we came home, it's like the sun was up, and it was one of those things where you're awake now. I'm awake now. And we watched The Haunting, and that's how we capped it off. And we watched The Haunting. And then I think probably, you know, people went to bed or whatever, but I don't know why, but it always makes me think of that one perfect day on Gordon Street. You know, that fucking guy, that one perfect day with my
Gordon Street. Is that your street?
No, that's a Wayne's World reference. Wayne's World 2. He's like, I mean, I know it's a small part, but can't we do better than this? Yeah. And they moved the mechanic for Charlton Heston. Gordon Street. Oh, yes. Anyway, so isn't it sad when I don't have that many good memories where I'm picking out the time?
Well, at least you have one.
Yeah. Anyway, at least you got one fond memory of your old man where he was normal. Yeah, well, the one time he talked to me and he wasn't talking with his fists or whatever.
Where do you want?
Oh yeah, I already forgot. I got too in the weeds with the sentimental story. I'm gonna say it's a it's still it's like a 6 out of 10. You know, it's a decent watch, and I have memories attached to it, whatever. And it's kind of
Half Chub in the Dreamscape. Okay.
I remember like Liam Neeson. I like Liam Neeson, and Catherine Zeta-Jones is a babe back in the day. But I will say the ghost, the guy who like haunts the house, when he comes out at the end of that movie and he looks like something out of Pixar. Like the effects are so fucking ridiculous.
They are not good. Yeah.
You remember that? Okay.
I mean, I could put it in Fanny Flutter as well, but I remember renting this and I was not impressed.
Okay. Oh, you love the Scary Movie 2 parody? I don't remember. What did they parody in Scary Movie 2? I don't remember. I don't recall which one it was. Was it the dick sucking? Was that the 90210 chick sucking the dick? I don't remember. Todd gets lucky, gets the fly. Great. The Fly's amazing.
Jeff Goldblum. This is one of probably the best remakes. I'll throw it up there next to The Thing. It's
as remakes go, it's like way to take the source material and just turn up the heat. And just like Carpenter, Cronenberg made this his bitch. Like this is he did exactly what you should do when you hire a director to do a remake. He put it through his filter, like kind of like Tim Burton and Batman Returns. It's like it's fantastic and disgusting. It's legit gross.
Yeah. Dude. I remember always wanting, like, I wish this movie was longer because it's just like it just flies by, in my opinion. No pun intended. Yeah. But no, I love it, man. It's great.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Gina Davis is a handsome man with her strong jawline. Cut glasses, that thing. She's like 7 foot tall. I was never into like those really tall Amazonian women. I don't get.
Well, I mean, Julia Stiles, and you don't like that one, so yeah.
Well, she's got a fucking manhole for her face, dude.
Well, I'm gonna.
That made me laugh. I'm sorry, I'm cracking up my own joke. I don't know where I pull a manhole for her face, dude. Because I had already used Pizza Head. I can't use pizza again. What else is round? A fucking manhole, dude.
Oh, Jesus, dude. You misogynist. I'm gonna spin this and I'm gonna hit the head real quick. So
okay,
you give this to the chat and you guys can talk.
All right, go ahead. Make it quick. Spin it. Todd's right away. I want to see if I can catch Todd coming back into frame with like toilet paper on his foot. Oh, Rabid. Oh, this is that Soska Sisters. That Soska Sisters remake. Oh no, not. Did they do? Was it the Soskas that did the Rabid remake? Man, am I dreaming that? I did see this. Did you guys see the Rabid remake? This is your vote. Let me just double check. Rabid remake. I'm pretty sure it was the Soskas. Yeah, the Soska Sisters. Dude, I mean, I don't necessarily think it's Cronenberg's one of his better movies. Like those his couple of first films that he did, they're not what he became, but yeah, dude, never seen it, but I have seen the Soska Sisters direct sequel to Night of the Living Dead. Festival of the Dead, dude. Wasn't that like straight to Tubi or something? How was that? Because it looked terrible. The way I just saw the still shots of it, and just I already knew, like, by the way it looked, I'm like, this is going to be awful. I've been on the record of saying that I think the Soska Sisters are a little hacky. I'm not hating the players here. I mean, they made a career off of Dead Hooker in a Trunk. They funded a movie. They sold their shitty used cars, and they funded Dead Hooker for $5,000, and it put them on the map. Big enough to make American Mary, which American Mary by far is their best film. But I think they kind of squandered the heat they had behind them personally by just making remake after remake. Wow, the Soska Sisters filmography blows. Yeah, Blaine, I have to agree. They claim to have Ben's actual gun he used. So they got the Soska Sisters Rabid remake. But where are you guys put? Yeah, this is a remake of the Cronenberg film.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a vote on this? I didn't see it. Marco was saying he saw the Soska's Festival of the Living Dead, though. I refuse.
Yeah, I stay away from them.
Maybe one of these days if Todd's here and he wants to get wasted, I'm not going to get wasted. I'll watch Todd get wasted while I watch Festival of the Living Dead. But I was just telling him that what I've said before in the past, that I just think they're hacks. I not to hate, like they're obviously they have to have some talent to have gotten to where they've gotten. So there's no
Did they do that Hornswoggle movie, or was it
they did
WWE movie?
They did
or something?
the Kane. They did the See No Evil. They did See No Evil 2, not even the first one. My Alpha says Festival is a painful experience. It looks like it just from the stills.
Yeah.
It looks horrible. Like that cat. I can look at the casting and know I don't want to see it. But yeah, the Soskas in a nutshell, props to him for launching a career off a $5,000 self-funded movie, Dead Hooker in a Trunk. I'm not shitting on Dead. I don't like Dead Hooker, but I'm not shitting on it. They made an indie film that launched her career. Great job. And then American Mary, that's what really launched him again. And American Mary is the best of their films if I had to pick one. But then they just squandered it. They squandered a good thing, and they wasted the heat they had by doing fucking See No Evil 2 and doing Rabid and doing fucking, they're just doing remakes. The hell's the matter with them? But go ahead, Todd.
Yeah,
sorry.
they probably don't have any ideas left.
Yeah, they must not. I'm surprised they got Rabid though. Like, but I was telling him I don't even think Rabid is a better Cronenberg movie. I don't. Really
No, I enjoy Rabid, but it's not his best. Speaking of good movies,
yeah, this is mine. The Blob.
Yeah.
I was a Blob virgin before. It was last year. Right last year, and man, this movie is great, man. Where's it been my whole life? It had. I love how fast it was. It didn't waste any time. They built upon the original just enough, but it's still kind of empty calories, and I love it.
the special effects are amazing.
It's just bare bones, meat and potatoes, but dude, the casting's great, the story's great. They don't waste your time. Let's give this a 4-finger knives deep.
You're crazy, dude.
What should it be?
This is Dream Cream Supreme, in my opinion.
I watched it for the first fucking time 6 months ago. You put it in Dream Cream. You got to earn that shit with me. It takes time. I got to nurture it.
That's fine. No, it's where you put it. It's fine.
Exactly. Chuck Russell film, yeah. All right, now Todd can put his opinion to work on this one. His turn.
If I've
Is
seen
that right?
this. Oh, I've seen this one.
Yeah, it's good. It's one of the better remakes during that whole fucking shit era. It's pretty good.
Last House on the Left. This is probably my top 5, the original one, favorite films of all time. I love how sleazy and shitty.
Wait, the remake or the original?
The original one.
Okay.
And this one, I had zero expectations going in. I did see this for the first time, I believe. So
with me,
with you, is it when I took my wife down to Branson?
And you stayed at your grandma's timeshare.
I stayed at my grandma's. She had a timeshare. I don't know why she got a timeshare, because she could never travel.
Probably got suckered into it, because that's what they all do. They rope all these old people into it.
Yeah, because I mean, she had one in Florida, and then she had one in, I don't know when she got it in Branson, because nobody was using it. So she's like, okay, well, let's take it in Branson, because they can like move different states with the timeshare or whatever. So we stayed there. We watched Last House on the Left, and Aaron was like, oh man, you got to check this out. I was like, all right. I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. Funny thing is, we made our own version of the film afterwards. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was going to bring it up if you didn't, and it's lost to time, because again, something happened, you lost the footage.
I used it with my college camera. So like I rented a camera from when I was in college, and it came with like little discs, like where all the footage would go on these discs, and I don't remember what the hell happened to it, because I don't know. Shit gets lost with me.
I would absolutely die and kill to be able to. So I never got to see it. I never got to see it after we filmed it. And yeah, we filmed our own home invasion movie where, I mean, there wasn't anything to it.
My wife and I tied you up and then started dumping like milk and food on your head or cereal,
you were like
or something.
There was nothing. We literally thought of this on the fly. There was no planning. It was like, hey, and then you guys were like pizza guys. It's like 3 ninjas. Like the pizza guy. And yeah, you like literally rammed shit in my face when you came in. You tied me up, and it was just, I don't know, like a food snuff film. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But you guys were just like torturing me, like pouring soda on my head.
You're like in a chair, and we like duct taped you to the chair and
shoving cupcakes in my face. I would have to, I mean, it's a movie in the sense that there's absolutely no plot. There was no, it was just watching me getting. It's kind of what's that boomcock? What's that fucking eating shit? people get kinky off like food.
The bukkake, is that what that
no,
is?
not
or-
bukkake. That's a different thing, Todd.
Oh,
That would have
okay.
been if you whipped it out and jerked off on me when I was in that chair. No, what's the genre of YouTube videos where people watch umbak, where people just watch people eat?
Oh God, I wouldn't want to watch that shit. I hate the sound of people eating.
But that's a whole thing. That's a whole genre. It's like not ASMR, but people like to watch people just fat pieces of shit just eat lots of food. And
Mukbang?
Mukbang, that's what it is. Mukbang sounds like bukkake to me.
Probably is. Yeah.
Sounds like a porno category, mukbang. Anyway, I'm pretty sure we were ahead of the time, and I'm sure there would have been like a audience on YouTube. We weren't eating the food, but they were like shoving it in my mouth. They were forcing me to eat it. So I'm sure they would have liked that.
Did we have your eyes taped up too? Were you able to see? Or were you blindfolded
it's
or
possible.
something?
I don't remember that.
Either.
That would have been a stretch to let you guys also. I don't see what's coming at my face. It's possible. I don't remember. I trust Todd not to stick his dick in my mouth.
That was probably around like 2009.
It was the year that
when did this come out? No,
it was the year Inglourious Basterds came out because we saw it in the theater. Remember?
We went there too. Yeah, okay.
We went to the worst wax museum we've ever seen.
Oh, we still have photos of that. 2009. Yeah. I was right. Wow,
yeah. It's got. We've got all this. I had to share some of those wax museum photos with people because they're just ridiculous, dude. Once you've been to Madame Tussauds in Vegas I've been to Madame Tussauds in Vegas and LA. Haven't been to the one in New York, and there's one in London too. Like, yeah, then it's like, oh God, that fucking Branson, Missouri one's dog shit. Like, what the fuck?
Well, there's a picture of like you getting sodomized by like who? It was like Sylvester Stallone or something.
Yeah, or was it Indiana Jones? I don't remember. Or Terminator. It was somebody. I was definitely getting railed by somebody.
And then, and we were grabbing taking pictures of us like grabbing like the wax statues' crotches and all that stuff.
Sitting on the bench with fucking
Forrest Gump.
With one chromosome short, Forrest Gump, dude. an extra chromosome missing from Forrest Gump, dude. Yeah. It was ridiculous. And I love the Baywatch exhibit.
Oh yeah, I'm grabbing Pamela Anderson's boobs, dude.
And I'm grabbing Hasselhoff's cock, dude.
Yeah, that's one. Okay, yeah.
Okay, we're done with
Sorry,
this.
guys. Sorry, we're.
Yeah, it might be on Pornhub. All right, next. Yeah. I like going down memory lane, dude. Those are that's fucking ridiculous. That's when we saw Inglourious Basterds. And you met my brother, I think, for the first time, and he like walked out the first 5 minutes. I'm gonna go grab a smoke, and he never came back.
And he came back. He was like, I don't know if he came back. He was hammered. I remember that.
I don't think he ever came back, or I thought he just disappeared, or he was outside or something. I don't know. But speaking of remakes, when are they going to touch Henry and do it remake?
Do not touch Henry.
Do not. Okay, so who got this?
Chat.
Okay, Snatchers, Body Snatcher. Anybody seen this with Meg Tilly?
It's good. I actually enjoy it. I think it's solid.
Yeah, people dig this. Well, then go. Put it.
Me, I'd probably put it 4 fingers.
4 fingers deep. Okay.
Knives deep.
Oh, I was saying like that's a good first date, my friend. 4 fingers deep. That's a pro. Never seen. Go ahead and give
half chub. No, Blaine gives it a half chub. So.
Okay. I thought Meg Tilly is really a cute chick. She's really attractive.
I don't like her, but
you don't like Meg Tilly?
No,
she's the better Tilly.
Oh, what's the other Tilly I'm thinking of?
Meg Tilly. No, you're thinking of Jennifer Tilly. That's
right. Oh yeah, I can't stand Jennifer Tilly.
Meg Tilly's her sister, who's also in Psycho 2 in this.
Oh yeah, Meg Tilly. Yeah, okay.
She's cuter. She's
I don't mind her at all. Yeah.
Anyway, but they're clearly sisters. Anyway, okay, go ahead and spin the wheel. This one goes to me.
Sorry, guys. They're shooting off fireworks outside my house. If you hear that,
that's my Jennifer Tilly impression.
Oh, here we go.
Ishmael beat me to it. I beat you to it. All right, Texas Chainsaw. Okay, so this is me. Which one is this? We talking about the Jessica Biel?
the 2006. Yeah, Jessica Biel one.
All right, so yeah, I mean this one's. I saw it in theaters and I saw it when I bought it on DVD. Never watched it again, honestly. But I liked it enough to buy it. We want to do this. This has to go on our short list of commentaries, and I keep forgetting about it. But
yeah, I got to order the 4K because it's coming out.
It's been so long since I've seen this. I mean, whenever this movie came out, I saw it in theaters, and I saw it as soon as it came out in DVD. So you do the math. But I do remember it being one of the better. I mean, this is one of the movies that really is this the movie that
pretty much. I think
is it this and Zack Snyder that really kicked off the fucking remake of Palooza?
Yeah, I believe so. This was first. This was like what 03.
Oh, was this before? Did this predate Zack Snyder?
Yeah, because I think Dawn was like 05.
Okay, so it's good, but again, it kind of does the thing where they show you a lot more than the original movie. But I think you kind of get a pass because Texas Chainsaw Massacre was like an OG exploitation film. I feel like if they could have shown you, they would have. I think it's just the times were different. But yeah, I don't know. It's been so long. I'm just going to go and give it 4 fingers deep.
That's where I would have put it too, because I remember seeing this multiple times in the theater. I actually really like it. Some people really hate it. Some people really love it. And I'm more of the I really enjoy it. I wouldn't put it like Dream Cream Supreme like some people would, but I think it's a solid remake, man. I was very surprised when I saw it in theaters how good it was.
But I do feel like I got to give an updated review when we watch it for the commentary.
That's what
I think,
I do want to rewatch it too. Yeah.
Seen it in theater. Arlie Ermey's great. Yeah, Arlie Ermey's awesome. And
it's just a fun remake.
All right, so spin that wheel.
All right.
It's Todd. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I'm gonna put that on my list. I have a little list I'm keeping. I actually think we should have did that next because we've been talking about it longer. But no, it's Wicked Prayer. We're already committed.
This is one I didn't see. So, do you see the Fog remake?
No, fuck no. I don't watch that bullshit. Anybody seen the Fog remake?
Which the Fog is, I love the Fog. It's one of my favorite films, but
it's great.
The remake, I've never seen it, and I've never had a desire to see it. But tell us in the chat if you've seen it. You think it's
yeah, we'll move it. If somebody,
oh
Dream
wow,
Dookie
okay.
Deluxe, yeah.
Dream Dookie. Okay, I thought he said Dream Cream.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
Waiting for the Dream Cream, dude. What is going on
in Dream Dookie?
Yeah, go ahead and spin the wheel. I guess it's back to you. Let's just revert back to you, Todd. And I'm just making note of that film because I have an old brain. Okay.
Do you remember me?
Why do you get I mean, well, it's not that fun. I mean, everybody knows we hate this movie, dude.
Yeah.
It sucks, dude.
We saw this together too.
Yeah, I'm surprised this wasn't PG-13. Everybody's making everything PG-13.
And I was hoping that they would come out with a sequel to this one
to give them an opportunity to maybe like do better.
No, because I just wanted to see like it just like keep rolling downhill is what I wanted to see.
How do you go more downhill than the
I don't know.
bottom? They were in the crater, dude. The problem, the worst part about this movie wasn't Horshack as Freddy and the bootleg Freddy. Oh God, it's coming down raining outside. Oh man, I gotta take my dog out. Oh, after this, dude. God dang it. But the worst part about this movie is they just stripped away all character from it. Like the dreams are boring. Everything is in that ugly boiler room. They don't get inventive with anything. Every shot of this film is so fucking putrid to look at. You know, I've said it before. It's, props for them trying to go hard on they really leaned into the whole, hey, he's a PDF file thing. But this movie's trash, dude. And like Rooney Mara or whoever that chick, dude, she wants to be anywhere else but in this film. Like her performance is so stale, dude.
Well, didn't this ruin Jackie Earle Haley's career afterwards? Because he was pretty hot at the time, I believe.
What was it? Because he was in what's it called? The Watchmen. That's it.
Yeah, but that was like for like the nerd circuit. It was pretty popular.
He was always a character actor, but you know what I mean? He wasn't like anything huge. Jack Earle plays a better Play-Doh in there's a movie called Little Children where he does play something like that. Look, I understand. I totally respect if you're an actor and you accept a role as like a PDF file because you want to display range, but like you shouldn't be accepting more than one role. You do not want to be typecast as the PDF file, dude.
Well, I mean, David Hess is like, the grape role. I mean, that's his role.
But he came from porn, and he's not exactly a thespian, and he wasn't with kids. My favorite. Side note: I love the story that Bat 32 told back in the day. I love that story. I mean, we don't really talk to Bat anymore, but when he says he met David Hess at a convention, and he threw out his poster from the signs, like, oh, he said I was legit starstruck, and he was just like, oh man, you're the king of grape. And he said David, he said he was a little taken aback, like,
Thank you.
that's not a like, but the fact that sounds like something like he would be in awe of, like, oh man, you're the king. I can't believe I'm meeting the king of grape. Please sign this. Okay,
Joe Spinell's the king of sweating, the king of grease.
Oh, dude, Joe Spinell, I'll take him all day long.
I love Joe Spinell, man.
Oh, I wouldn't take him. That sounds really questionable. But I would take his presence because come on, he's in Rocky, dude. He's in Rocky.
Take his micro.
Yeah, gross. You could clone him, dude. You can just like from the puddle he leaves behind. But yeah, he was in Rocky. I love him just because he's also in Rocky. He is royalty, in my opinion. But anyway.
Who do you think sweats more, him or Tom Savini?
Or Michael Bauer?
Yeah.
Donkulus, dude. Blaine, was he nominated for this movie, Little Children? Wow, I
didn't know that.
I feel like I've heard of it, and now it's ringing a bell now. But Blaine, you should watch Little Children. It's a 10 out of 10. All right, well, I'm gonna put it in my list real quick. But that's scaring me. Do I really want to watch this movie?
You probably should watch it before you have your kid. I'm sure.
Oh, because I'll never want to watch stuff like that.
Then you'll never want to watch it. Yeah.
You know, it's so funny you say that because I actually thought of that. I thought of that just the other day on the shitter.
I avoid movies because I have kids now.
I thought about that on the shitter the other day. I'm like, man, there's certain things that I would try. I'm like, am I never going to be able to watch? And there was another movie I was thinking about watching that I heard had certain types of stuff in it. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be able to watch this in a few weeks. Maybe I should give it a go. But I don't like. Is it? Oh, Todd Field. That's right. It's the Todd Field movie. Okay, I'll man, I don't, those are hard watches for me, man. So I don't know. But anyway, Joe Spinelli is great in Cruising.
Yeah.
Spinelli, dude. His name should be Spinelli. I think he took the artistic liberty and got rid of the I to be an actor or something. He's a fucking greasy doo-wop, if you know what I mean, dude. And he's like, he had an I at the end of that name. Red Xanatos, ever tasted pussy in the pale moonlight? Okay.
So I say to all my victims are all my
said prey. That he has said this before. This is his thing. Anyway, it's not Blaine, it's not what you think, it's more of a drama. Ishmael, Jackie Earl H, king of remakes. He was in the remake of Nightmare, RoboCop, and the A-Team.
That's right, RoboCop.
He was in the RoboCop remake. All right, go ahead, Carrie. Or is it? Do we spin it? That RoboCop remake is also not
good. No.
Yeah, I don't like what they did with that one either.
Who just went? Was it me?
What did we do? Oh, you got Nightmares. So this is chat. Hills Have Eyes.
Hills Have Eyes.
We were talking about it earlier, man. Somebody's got Hills Have Eyes. What'd you guys think of it?
Which I saw this multiple times in theaters as well.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm like, man, this is. I mean, when you look back on it now in hindsight, it's like, man, this is kind of a. I mean, this movie was in theaters. This is a rough movie. I thought it was pretty rough.
Dream Cream Supremes.
Wow. Yeah. Throw it up there. You guys make me want to watch it again. It's been years.
Is this out on physical media? I might have to find the DVD.
I don't know.
You see them floating around at
look, if
bookstores and stuff.
If you've lived stranded on a deserted island for the last 40 years, and never heard of this movie, all you'd have to do is you would look at the cover poster and still know it was from like 2010, 2008, 2006.
Terrible cover.
2005. When did this movie come out? I don't even know. 2006, 7. You know what? It came out 2000. I think it came out 2005 or 6. I remember where I was.
2006. Yeah. This is Alexander Aja. Yeah.
It just that every fucking movie had a cover like this. Anyway. All right, dude, it's really coming down out there. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Sure, it's not fireworks. So I hear a ton of them out there.
Oh no, my window is covered in water. It's coming down hard. It's coming down hard, just like me and fucking Spinell.
Mother's Day. You seen the Mother's Day remake?
I've seen the original. I haven't seen the remake.
I've seen the original. I've seen the remake. The remake, I really like the original. I mean, it's a trauma movie, very fun. And
you do or you don't like the original?
I do. I
It's
like.
fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun trauma type of movie. The Mother's Day remake, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. It's forgettable. Would I watch it again? Yeah, I'd probably watch it again. I'll throw it in a half chub.
Yeah, Satan. Hey, what's up, Satan? How you
Hey,
doing, brother?
Satan.
You got the night off? Aren't you? Don't you usually? You're usually working, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mother's Day original is so sleazy.
Yeah. It's fun, man. The original.
All right, and so this one
This is
reverts back to
yours.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wheel always makes it look like there's more than there is. Oh man, we are living in this decade.
Yep.
We are living in this day. You just by the amount of wheel spins are in that decade from like 05 to fucking 15 or what. Yeah, it tells you how big they were for a time. So I saw this in theater. This is during the era where me and my horror buddy back home in Missouri, we made a pact for a few years, and it lasted a while to see every single horror movie, no matter how good or bad it looked, in theaters. And we did it like a ritual. And this is one of them. It's got Paris Hilton. It's got I think it's got that cousin Skeeter looking motherfucker in it. I think this movie, let's just call it Dream Dookie, dude. I don't remember anything about it. I mean, but I would never watch this again.
I rewatched it because I didn't end up because the 4K or I don't know, Blu-ray came out not too long ago from Scream Factory. Not too long ago, it was probably 3 or 4 years ago. And I rewatched it prior because I was like, do I want to pick this up? No, I wasn't. Like, I'd give it a Boiler Room Fanny Flutter or Dream. It doesn't work for me. Some people love it though. So
Red Xanatos. This is the movie. All I remember about this movie is Paris Hilton was given roadhead to that cousin Skeeter motherfucker, and when their friends like pulled up next to him to like kind of heckle him, she came up and like gave the finger. This is gross. Her rich daddy couldn't get her into a better movie than House of Wax, dude.
Well,
Jeez. I'd rather watch One Night in Paris. Yeah, I refuse to watch One Night in Paris.
I've already seen it. I've seen it multiple times when I was young.
Really?
Oh, back in high school, dude. I think one of our friends' dad had the DVD.
Oh. Okay.
His last name is Van. You'd probably know him.
Oh,
yeah.
You had that sex tape?
Yeah. So we hung out in his computer room. We were in high school. We were probably
Adam
sophomores.
Pansy.
And
I didn't dox anybody.
Yeah, we would always
wow.
go. Travis and I would always go over to his house because he had 3 computers in the basement, and we would go over there. And we didn't have like the internet and stuff at home, but he did. I mean,
great setup. Yeah, this kid's basement was
3 computers next to each other, and we'd all be looking at porn all at the same different
all beating it at the same time.
No,
beating next to each other, dude.
But we're all
like, Todd, can you pass me one? Here, buddy, Kleenex. You're like, oh yeah, thanks, man.
This is probably like what 2002 or something, 2003. But yeah, like we never cleared the history or anything like that, so we were just like always looking at porn and stuff like. And then like one day we went through like the drawers. We opened the drawer, and sure enough, there was the DVD One Night in Paris.
Wow!
I'm like, oh wow! So we watched that.
I would say his dad was a man of taste, but I can't condone that. That's not tasteful.
That's when we were doing prank calls. So we were prank calling you with like E-Bombs World and all those
scare the shit out of me.
Arnold things. Yeah.
Doo-doo and feces on the wall. Yeah. Call me now. Oh,
yeah, Miss Chloe. It's Miss
I did.
Chloe.
I did an MJ E-Bombs World reference earlier when I called somebody devilish. Because remember when Michael said that about Tommy Mottola? Tommy Mottola is devilish. Ooh, like he went there. Like, oh, snap. He's devilish. Okay. That was great. Yeah.
Doo-doo and feces on the walls.
Very, very, very nostalgic though, that basement, I have to say. Oh, and that reminds me, I have to make note of it as well. I keep telling people we filmed The Lonely Ghost, our high school short film, in that basement.
Yeah.
playing his billiards table and stuff like that. I keep meaning to upload that. Todd's iffy on like uploading Fernando the Robber because he's
we're not getting into that.
Because it's maybe not PC. Let's just say it was
Yeah.
totally acceptable in 2001.
Yeah.
It was a different time back then in the Stone Age.
Yeah.
You could be a little edgy, but I think we're gonna upload that for the members, and I keep forgetting. I'm gonna put Lonely Ghost because I still have the DVD with all of them. So I'm making note of that for you members. If you guys want to see our fucking short film. All right, who is this?
King Kong. This is Chat.
Is this the Peter Jackson one or
Peter
is this
Jackson? Yeah.
So this movie has a lot of remakes too. What about the Kathleen or not the Kathleen Turner? The fucking Jeff Bridges, yeah, or whatever. I can't fucking.
I went with this one. I saw this one in theaters. So,
Okay.
but what do people think of King Kong? Jack Black.
I thought you were going to say Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson directed this. I never watched this. I never cared to. Even though Naomi Watts, I considered my Hollywood crush. Like I thought she's a beautiful woman. Like in her day because she was coming off of The Ring, and that's why she had the heat behind. Because she obviously did Mulholland Drive, and then The Ring, and then she got this big movie off the heat of that. Marco says half chub. I can't remember it much. I don't love it. It's mainly for its pacing. Yeah, I heard it was boring.
Well, no, he says he really likes it.
He says I don't love it.
No, go up.
I really, really, really like the 2005, but
That's
he says I don't love it because of the pacing. He likes it, but doesn't love it.
He doesn't love it because of the pace. Yeah, so he does like it.
Satan says I like it. It's a little long in the beginning. That's what I heard. I heard it takes a real hot minute to get going. So we're getting half chub vibes here. We're getting middle of the road, right?
Yeah, I think this is a snoozer. I didn't like it in the theaters. Some people really love this movie, but I never got into it.
Does Naomi Watts show them titties though?
No, it's a PG-13, dude.
Okay, I know. That's the answer. Okay, so Blaine, I only like Peter Jackson's early work.
Amen, brother.
Okay. All right, so spin that wheel. Let's cruise this thing on home, man.
Yeah.
Wow, 811. Wow. Gamer Guy, when it gets to Skull Island, it's fantastic. The pit scene with the giant bugs is gross. I Spit on Your Grave. Again, this is one of the better ones.
I like good. Yeah.
The Spit on Your Grave remake is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead, kind of grading this as for a remake. And for a remake, this is one of the best ones. I'm going to put it up there with Four Finger.
I'm with you 100%. This is a fun one.
I think it was the sequel to the remake where they had that contraption with the shotgun in the asshole.
I've been trying to find these movies, but I think they're out of print. So I'd love to cover these. That'd be good ones to cover commentaries.
You remember in the sequel because that was a big thing with I Spit on Your Grave and Hills Have Eyes. They were making sequels to the remake that weren't remakes of the original sequels.
Mm-hmm.
But you remember in the sequel to this where they set up the guy, he woke up and they had the shotgun in his ass, and they had a pulley system rigged where if somebody came in the door, it would just blow into the that'd be a great comment. We got to do that, dude. Put that on the list. What a kill. At least he's very happy before he loses. He dies. He's getting his prostate milk, dude, before he gets his brain just fucking waxed everywhere. All right, so let's go ahead and keep it moving.
All right, yeah.
Wow, Satan likes the remake more than the original.
Well, the pacing is better.
I could see that. I mean, sometimes those old movies, they're not. I know they made a third one. I never saw that one though. Blaine says the remake was fun. The original is amazing, but the 20-minute grape scene. Yeah, man,
I get it.
Stuff's fucking hard for me. Todd, Fright Night, starring Colin Farrell and McLovin.
I saw this in theaters and I thought it was absolute trash.
I actually think it's okay.
Colin Farrell is ridiculous in it. He's not a good vampire in my opinion. I didn't enjoy it whatsoever, and I saw it once. I'll never see it again. It'll be in Fanny Flutter for me.
I actually don't mind the cast. I never used to like Colin Farrell, but ever since I saw the Banshees of Inisherin, I've kind of become a fan of his. And this movie, the casting, I have no problem with Colin Farrell, and it's got Anton Yelchin, the kid that passed away. You know, he plays the boy next door, and then Evil Ed is played by McLovin. I think the movie, I thought it was fine. I actually didn't hate it. I thought it was a fine watch. Like, you know, it's like a late night popcorn. You know, I've never seen it since, but I would have called it like a 6 out of 10 at least. But it's yours.
You can always change it at the end. Stick around.
Yeah. Don't turn that dial.
Yeah.
What's that? Body by Jake. Don't quit. Or Body by Jake, dude. That's like my childhood. Wait, you didn't live unless you stayed up all night to where the Body by Jake infomercials came on. He was telling you not to quit, dude. And that was basically him coaching me with jerking off, dude. It's like, don't quit. Like, you got it, Jake. You got it. I'm gonna get it. Don't quit. Okay,
Climax.
The Maniac.
Maniac remake. This is chat.
Yeah, chat. I know Todd loves this. Yeah, Anton Yelchin. I think Anton Yelchin was a good actor, man. I love Green Room. I think he's awesome. I second that, Aaron. I didn't hate Fright Night remake. Yeah, I thought it was fun. Colin Farrell's amazing in The Killing of Sacred Deer. Still haven't seen that. Yeah, Colin Farrell. Oh, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Speaking of sex tapes, The One Night in Paris, that's the Colin Farrell sex tape, dude.
Never saw that one.
I just like Sharon Osbourne making fun of him when she met him and embarrassed him. He was like, "Oh, I've seen your sex tape, breakfast, lunch, and dinner." Oh,
she has no room to talk.
She didn't have a sex tape, dude. I bet you'd watch that shit, dude.
Hell
Ozzy,
no, dude.
Bend her, snap her in half, dude. She weighs like 5 pounds.
Okay, we're getting half chubs. We're getting never seen. We're getting
ass.
Wow. Todd, Satan says he likes it.
Todd loved this movie.
I would put this up there with Dream Cream Supreme. I think it's really good.
I feel like you've got everything here, so you have to middle it out. It's got to go in the middle because you've got everything.
It's definitely unique. I'm not an Elijah Wood guy. I think he nails it. And of course, nobody's going to replace Joe Spinell, but it's so different. Like the character, I just love it. And it's first person. It was filmed very unique. I mean, I know they did like slashers in first person, but this was just the way it was shot was very unique. POV, yeah, that's what. Really liked it.
Don't they show him in like mirrors and shit when you see him in like reflections and stuff? Yeah,
very cool, very cool.
But does it have any shot in that whole movie that's as cool as Joe Spinell jumping on the hood of the car?
No, hell no,
and blowing off the top. I mean,
no, I mean the first Maniac would be Dream Cream because I love that movie too, but. This one, I thought it's one of the best remakes, I think, out there.
Okay.
It's probably your Suspiria. It's your Suspiria would be my Maniac.
I remember when it came out and you're all hot on it, and I never watched it. And maybe one of these days I will. I just never got around to it. Alpha says Maniac remake is top tier.
Yeah.
Oh, he swings the vote. Oh no.
Oh,
he says top tier. So now you got to bump it up to 4-finger, I think.
4-finger, yeah.
You got it. You beat the buzzer, dude. All right, so let's go ahead and keep it rolling, dude. Can you guys hear that?
No.
Is that rainstorm? It's like I could barely hear myself think. It's so loud.
I can hear it, dude.
All right.
Oh, here's a controversial one.
Oh, is this me?
Yeah.
All right, Dawn of the Dead. This movie's overrated as fuck. Look, the first time I tried watching it, it was with you, and I do believe it was in that basement. We were at that house. I believe we were in the basement of Pansy, and I tried that time. I think I fell asleep. Like, this movie sucks, and everybody just wouldn't shut up about that damn movie. And I finally watched it front to back, finished it, completed it during Romero month last year.
Yeah.
And is it the worst movie ever? No. Was it watchable? Yeah. Do I understand why this launched his career the way it did? No. I think it's mid. It's just extremely mid. It's not bad. It ain't good. Whatever mid is. Half chub, low half chub.
Wow.
Is that
okay?
What would you give it?
I give it a Dream Dookie. I hate the characters in it.
Okay. You know what? Much. In honor of you, put it in Dream Dookie because I could take it or leave it. I'll never watch it again.
The first 10 minutes are fine. like we were saying, the opening scene, but the character's ridiculous. The whole mall scene, the baby zombie, the Mekhi Phifer. Oh God, Ving Rhames is terrible.
You got that Ty guy, whatever, Ty for Burrell, what is his fucking name from Modern Family?
The zombies look generic and shitty, in my opinion. I hate Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
too.
Blaine, this is everything the Romero film wasn't.
Yeah,
and tone, and sometimes that works out, right? That's, I said how much I love Suspiria because they really did their own thing, but this was just all the wrong choices, man.
I remember buying tickets to this. So I live in the Midwest. I was visiting my dad in St. Louis at the time, and I took my girlfriend, and I bought the tickets. Like, I was a fan. Like, I used to like cut the advertisements out of like the paper of like Dawn of the Dead. I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna see Dawn of the Dead, that sort of thing. Glued to the scrapbook, I think it was actually in that composition book, the Scott Bakula one,
the Dave Mustaine, yeah.
And I was so excited to see it, and I was so disappointed after. I was like, this movie sucked.
I wish I still had that comp book so I could read you all Todd's lyrics to Monster Blood. He was writing song lyrics, dude. I would love to have like Masterpiece Theater just go. I would show you guys all this stuff. It was so great, down to your last quarter, dude.
Well, I'll get one of these AI programs to come up with a script, and I'll write a script to Monster Blood, and we'll come up with a Monster Blood song.
Yeah, and who could forget the Richard Cheese song at the end? Down, get up, get down with the sickness. Come on, get up, down with the sick. So I'm assuming you're all hyped up to see it, and then when you got out of it, you're like, oh man.
Yes.
I
was so disappointed. Yeah.
Did you kind of like unfiltered ask your lady at the time, like, hey, so what did you think of it? She probably liked it, right? Because it was very casual movie.
Yeah, I mean, the girl I was dating at the time, sure. I mean, she didn't know anything about movies, so
yeah. All right. Well, let's move it on. That's a sore spot. I regret saying it was middle of the road. I should have been like you and been, because it's one of those things like Psycho. It's like, why have you done this? Oh, the crazies. Okay, so this is the chat. It's so loud, guys. I can't believe you can't hear that. It's a testament to the mics, I guess. Did you guys see the Crazies remake? This movie that's better than the original. Cough, cough. Hey,
I saw this in theaters. It's not better than the original.
Alpha Romero is probably going to be like, oh wait, sorry, were you saying fuck that movie to? Yeah, he said fuck that movie to Dawn.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he's with me on that. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Dawn of the yeah. So, but what do you guys think about the Crazies remake? Alpha Romero says boring remake. I don't think it's a great movie, but I do agree it's kind of boring. It's very vanilla. But you know what? It's very by the numbers. It comes, it goes.
Timothy Elephant, dude. He's terrible.
I leave not offended. I just think the original Crazies has a lot of problems to it. I don't care for the original. This one is vanilla and boring, but at least you can follow it, and it's just I don't know what to say. I'm just being honest. I watched them both back to back, and I'm like, eh. The Crazies remake is super dull, completely misses the point of the original. So I guess we're gonna go.
Go ahead.
No, you got to go off him. It's his vote. So let's go.
Fanny Flutter or Half Chub or Dookie Deluxe.
I feel like he's gonna go Dookie. Just go Dookie. Whatever you want to do, man. I think for me, it's a take it or leave it type of movie.
For me, it'd be a Fanny Flutter, but
yeah, it's completely take it or leave it. It's whatever. But no, hey, whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep it moving. Todd's hoping
a lot of them on here.
Blaine said Fanny Flutter. No, Todd's hoping he gets that 990. No, it looks worse on the wheel. Let me tell you. That's going to say a lot to the people watching when you just are like, oh God, more.
No, Friday 13th.
All right. Who is this? Me?
This is you.
This movie sucks. I know a lot of people really like this movie. I guess it's not as bad as the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, but for me, it's really not much better. I think this movie's just boring. It's lifeless. It has zero character.
Definitely lifeless. That's perfect.
It's just light. It's drained of all color and life and anything. And the characters fucking suck. I hate this fucking Platinum Dunes look. And I'm sorry, the movie you like, the Texas Chainsaw, has the same look.
It does, but it started the look pretty much.
It started this green, dingy, fucking
Yeah.
ugly. I'm gonna put this shit in Dream Dookie.
Okay.
Fanny Flutter's fine. It's not Elm Street bad.
Let's move up to the Fanny Flutter.
No,
That's
it's
fine.
my fucking vote.
Oh, I was saying the Crazies, but okay.
Oh, crows. Yeah, okay.
He was
sorry.
talking about that one, I think.
Well, why would he compare it to Elm Street then?
Oh, never mind.
Because we were talking about, yeah. I was like, are you fucking moving my vote? What the hell? Let's just move this on up. Okay, yeah, it's generic soulless garbage. All right, so let's keep it moving.
Oh, wow. Marco loved it.
Some people love it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I've not watched it since the theater. And well, we did a commentary for it, I believe, but I didn't actually watch it for the commentary, so it doesn't really count. I was kind of talking over it and stuff. But I will watch it again. Apparently, 4K Revival says we can't watch the Arrow because it's shitty. But all right,
Willard.
I didn't see the Willard remake.
I rented this back in the day when it first came out, and the person I was dating at the time was disgusted by rats. So I watched half or a quarter of it with her, and then after she went to sleep, I rewatched the thing, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was solid. I didn't think it was the worst movie. I didn't think it was great. I'd throw it mid, half chub.
I never watched it, but is Crispin Glover entertaining in it?
Yes, he's always great, man. Crispin Glover's a great actor.
Isn't he like a weird anomaly that like you would think
perfect role for him too.
He doesn't get a lot of work, but he still kind of shows up and gets work. It's like all this life from Back to the Future, I guess. It's just, but you don't see Biff starring in movies today.
No,
he's just an interesting character. So yeah, Say 10 seems to really like Willard. He said it was top tier. I have to watch. I've never seen it. Did you ever see Michael Jackson, the sequel, Ben?
No, I didn't see that.
Isn't that funny that's where the song Ben came from?
Yeah.
You and I.
Great song.
All right.
Piranha 3D. You see that?
It's the chat.
Oh, chat.
Piranha 3D. I saw it with this has Jerry O'Connell in it. I saw this I saw this when it first came out. I don't remember a whole lot about it, to be honest with you. Wow. Oh, River's Edge. You're talking about, yeah, I've seen River's Edge. Say 10, half chub. Let's put it there, park it, move on. I don't remember much about it.
It's fun, dude. I actually really liked Piranha 3D.
I remember
it's trash exploitation fun, dude.
Just trash popcorn film. I remember it being like that. Let's see. Now this is me. I want Halloween. I have seen 2001 Maniacs. I have not seen the original. So what year did the original come out?
Old, right? God, yeah, that's really old. That was black and white. That was probably in the 60s, 60s. Yeah.
I did rent this though when it came out.
So did I. The cover is pretty enticing.
It's Freddy with an eye patch. I rented it at
the Confederate flag eye patch. So you're like, oh, what's going on?
They're gonna say some N-words. Can't wait. Look at Todd over here.
No, it's funny to see Robert Englund take this role, but that's it.
Yeah, we're joking, by the way, but I'm just like, what does he mean by that? The fucking Confederate flag. Anyway, I rented it from Family Video, and it was all right. It was just all right. I don't remember anything about it today, but I remember leaving it thinking
it's not good. It's not good.
So do you think it's middle of the road, or is it Boiler Room Fanny?
It's Fanny, dude. It's
okay. Let's do Fanny then.
I wouldn't even put it middle of the road. It's straight to DVD garbage. I thought it was shitty.
Yeah, Herschel Gordon Lewis. That's right. He did the original.
Yeah.
I never seen it. Never seen the original, but I like this one. Oh, well, somebody likes it. I just don't remember any. I just remember it being very underwhelming. Todd gets the Carrie remake.
I'll give this one to you. I don't even remember this one.
I never seen fucking the Carrie remake. This came out just like a handful of years ago.
Oh,
this is Chloe Grace Moretz again.
I didn't know if it was the Rage Carrie 2 same one.
No, that's the sequel, dude. The Rage Carrie 2, that's coming out on Vinegar Syndrome, dude. I've got half a mind to fucking pick that up.
I saw they're putting out Mac and Me. They came out with that today.
That is the worst damn cover on that. I saw that Vinegar Syndrome cover.
Funny, dude.
That is the worst damn cover I think I've ever seen. It is so hideous.
Ugh.
And that movie's not good. Fond memory.
No.
That's one of my earliest childhood video memories. And it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, Mac and Me. I used to love that movie.
I'm not
and
into that.
When I watched it later on in life, like this movie is dog shit. It literally is the poor man's fucking ET knockoff, and it is so shit.
Surf Ninjas treatment there.
Yeah.
Child Eyes. Where do you put this?
I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it. Okay. Anybody seen this?
This
Dookie.
movie,
Marcos is Dookie.
This movie came out last year. We went to Crypticon. I know this because I have a whole bunch of the posters still. Remember we got like a bunch of like promo posters to give away.
Oh, you're next. I remember that too.
I have like this shit, you know. So
you kept that?
No, for a while, or maybe I might have.
No, I did have one too. No, I remember what you're saying now. Okay.
Yeah, it was like 11 by 17s or whatever they were. I don't know what they were. Slumber Party Massacre. I didn't see this.
I saw this.
Is this this be who's? Yeah, let's go back to you. Let's just take it.
Okay. So I rewatched it, or I watched it. It came out like what, pandemic time, and what I remember is this is like a freaking piece of shit woke movie, and it there's nothing redeeming about it.
They made this movie woke of all things.
I think I remember it being like that. Not 100% sure, but I believe, I don't know if it was a sci-fi original, but I mean the vibes of it was terrible. And the actresses, I mean, it's just so low budget. It's not even worth watching. It's definitely Dookie Deluxe.
All right. Well, Dookie is where it shall reside. All right, chat. Night of the Demons, starring Eddie Furlong and Serena Vincent.
Yes.
This is probably where they met because they used to, they used to do that. And Serena Vincent. Yeah, he dated that guy. Dated Serena Vincent.
Wow.
And she was a looker, right?
Oh yeah.
And Eddie, we know what Eddie is now. Anyway, she was also a Power Ranger, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Serena Vincent was a Power Ranger. But okay, so Marco's never seen it. I mean, I've seen it.
I actually liked it.
I thought it was a fun remake. It's not Hills Have Eyes, Last House on the Left good, but it is a solid 6.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It was a fun time. This also had Shannon Elizabeth, right?
Shannon Elizabeth, yeah. Because I remember the DVD cover, like, I mean, she was all over it because of American Pie and all that.
Well, this is her on her way out. She started doing shit like this because I don't think this even got a theatrical release. This was like straight to video.
Straight to video. I remember the special effects didn't look terrible, but it's been a long time since I've seen it.
But I feel like we should revisit it for Furlong exploitation.
Yes,
because he legit. I mean, honestly, for a Furlong movie. Obviously, this is not American History X. This is not T2, but this ain't Zombie King. This is like a kind of a real movie, you know?
Perfect for October. So put that on the list for October.
All right. So who is this now? Me? Chat?
I don't know.
Island of Dr. Monroe.
I never saw this one.
I never saw it. Chat, you guys see Island of Dr. Monroe? He was in Ghost of the Darkness. Was he also in Island of Dr. Monroe? Yeah.
He starred in this one. So this is mid-90s.
Blaine, Stoic has been on the list for a long time. I think Stoic has been on the list longer than any movie in our history, and I keep forgetting about it. It's an Uwe Boll flick. I'm adding it to the list right now.
That's why it's been on the heat, because it's Uwe Boll, and I fucking hate Uwe Boll.
You think Wicked Prayer is going to be so much better? You got another thing coming, man.
All right.
But all right. Do we know where it's going? Never seen. Okay.
Never seen. Nobody's chiming.
All right. We'll call this me. Wicker Man. Yeah, Blaine. Everybody says it's Uwe Boll's best film, so it'll probably be entertaining. So I got Wicker Man.
Yep.
Am I hearing an echo?
No, you're
what?
fine.
What? I am.
You sound all right to me. I mean,
Hello, hello. I'm hearing an echo. Isn't that wild? Where's that coming from, guys?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh, that's so weird. Oh well. Anyway, you guys only need to hear more.
loose
of that.
wire. I don't know.
You're a loose wire. This isn't the original.
A live wire.
The original is amazing. This movie is stupid fun though. I think this movie's a solid 6. It's really entertaining.
I'm with you.
Nicolas Cage is entertaining. You know, we could go all day long about the bees, but yeah, I'd say it's a high half chub personally. But go ahead. Yeah, that's fine. Put it over King Kong. We're good with that. That's good.
Okay. It's fun.
All right. Wish you the Invisible Man. Did you
Pass
see
this
this?
back to you. I never saw this one.
I saw this. I thought
early Blumhouse. I think.
I was early Blumhouse. This came out during the lockdowns.
No, it didn't. This came out in. Let me look.
Not maybe right before. I watched it on home release during the lockdowns.
Oh yeah, you're right. 2020.
Yeah,
I was thinking this came out a long time ago.
No, this came out during the lockdowns. And this movie was fun. I thought it was good. I thought it was, you know, I would say this movie was really, really well received. I would say it's a 7 out of 10. I thought it was fun.
So high.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, Hollow Man's the best Invisible Man remake.
Mm-hmm.
Our boy
Kevin Bacon.
No, I was gonna say our boy Showgirls. What the fuck is his name? Total Recall. Come on, man. Total Recall. Director. Verhoeven.
Van Hoven. Yeah.
Van Hoven.
Verhoeven.
Van Helsing. Milhouse Van Helsing. Okay, go ahead. Let's
Van Helsing.
Go. Let's Van Helsing. Van Helsing was his name?
No.
Okay. Who is it now? Is it you again? Yeah, Todd, take Nosferatu.
So Nosferatu. This is the one that came out last year.
Mm-hmm.
I remember really liking it. Well, I thought it was a solid movie. This movie, the only problem with this movie is zero rewatch value to me. Do I need to see it again? No.
Yeah.
Did I have fun with the time for a couple hours? Yeah, I thought it was fun. I think I originally gave it a 8 out of 10, and I'd probably move it down to 7 out of 10 just because I don't want to see it again.
I just feel that way about pretty much any Dracula film.
Yeah.
It's the same damn story over and over again. So yeah, they're kind of one and dones for the most part. So I'm fine with that. Yeah, I bet it was. Blaine says it was a great cinema experience. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's like a art house film on crack. It's just an exercise in technicality. It's beautiful. Chat gets Night 90.
Night 90. Here we go.
Lucky Ducks, man. Where's Night 90 going? And why is it Dream Cream Supreme? Because this is like this is a top tier remake.
Yeah.
You know, this is one of those remakes that you could argue is just as good, and you could even argue it's better than the original. I feel. Max,
God, see, it depends what day it is.
That's what I'm saying. It's one of those ones that makes you question. Maxwell, what's up, brother? Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead on the same row as Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm no Snyder bro, but damn.
Hey, stick around. You can move it up.
Hey, yeah, I mean, that's just that's where the chat, you know, we're all taking turns here. So if you think that's offensive, here in just a couple of minutes, you're gonna have an opportunity to move it where you think it belongs. But yeah, where's Night 90 going, guy? Dream Cream Marco Polo, Blaine Marco Polo. Is that okay?
It's fantastic, and they released or said they're releasing the new 4K coming out, which I love, man. I love the zombies in this. I have so much history with this film. Actually, do I have the? Go ahead.
Sony's putting it out. Unfortunately, it's only coming out in a steelbook, but as Todd pointed out, at least it is a really pretty steelbook. It's a good looking steelbook. I'm just kind of over steelbooks. I don't know, man. I kind of like the Arrow limited edition or the Second Sight treatment with like the fat books, or even like a big old digipack would be cool. But you know, fans have been wanting this movie for a long time. They've been starved for features and in any kind of content for this movie. So I'm excited about it.
I still have my first VHS, and then Tony Todd signed it. Remember when I was with Lush when he signed that at some we were at some haunted house and Tony Todd was going to be there, so I brought this. But yeah, man, this movie's beat to shit because I watched it so many times growing up.
Yeah.
So,
I can't wait for that release though. It comes out on September the 23rd. And hey, speaking of that, fun fact, Blaine, yeah, cool as fuck. He's got that. It might have been during that same session, but you guys got House of a Thousand Corpses signed.
yes, which I do want that back.
We got it to give away and we never did, and I still think we should.
No,
why? If I can find it, I haven't seen it.
Because it's my VHS.
But I know it's around. It's got to be somewhere. I know I have it somewhere. Have I seen it? No, but I will. Why? Come on, we've got it to give away. If I find it, you're not giving me much incentive to actually look for it now.
I'll give you something else to give away. Something else autographed. I got something else.
Something besides Sid Haig being dead, dude. Come on, people want that Sid Haig.
How about a Mick Garris autograph? Something like that.
Where? Fuck Mick Garris.
Joe Dante. I got stuff.
Hey, question. Okay, wait. Are we sure, or did you know what? What did we pay Savini for? Did we not get a signature from him?
We didn't, because he was a total asshole. He was too busy talking to his handlers.
Why am I remembering there being? Was there like a Night 90 DVD?
Yes, you have that. You have my Night 90 DVD signed by Tony Todd, because I got the VHS signed. I got the DVD signed when I met him for free. I got it signed for free at the convention like 15, 20 years ago.
I have to look for this shit.
Or is a haunted house? Sorry, haunted house.
But there is a Night 90 DVD out there.
Yes, my Night that I grew up with too.
And Tony Todd. Oh, you grew up with that Night?
Yeah.
Tony Todd's dead now too.
Yeah.
See, we knew what we were doing all along. We were holding on to these until these fucks passed away. Isn't that funny?
It's horrible, dude.
But you know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
It just worked out that way. It was me just being lazy. I don't know, man. I think those could be really cool giveaways, man. At least some of it. That's cool as fuck, man. Keep it. That's too cool to give away. We aren't worthy. I don't know. I got to convince Todd that you're worthy. Got to convince Todd that this is just material
if
bullshit.
I had a Tom Savini autograph, I'd give it to you right now, Blaine.
If we had a Tom Savini autograph, I would authenticate it by wiping my ass with it on stream and showing you the brown streak, dude. And then I would send it to you. And then you could like photo match it, dude. Video, to the stream, dude. Oh, there's a piece of corn there, dude. This is authentic. You can call your buddy to come down to the shop. Rick Harrison will fucking be like, I got a buddy who specializes in this. I'm gonna call him down. You mind if we ask? Yeah, okay. You see that peanut there, Rick? This is 100% grade A. Okay. Who gets? I get Halloween, don't I?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, Rob Zombie Halloween from that hack. This movie's solid. It's fun. It's obviously got problems. The first like hour and a half is clearly the movie he wanted to make, and then I don't know if it was the studio that put pressure on him to like, okay, but you gotta remake the original, and then he spent like the last 15 minutes like just remaking the first movie like from the ground up. But it basically serves as like a prequel. It's like Halloween prequel, Michael Myers origin story, and then the last 15 minutes is an abridged telling of the Carpenter movie. It's fun. It's Halloween squeezed through the Rob Zombie filter with his cast of cronies, with his terrible dialogue. It's got a quote that I still say to this day and drive my brothers crazy with, and they don't know where it comes from. I walk, whenever I go home and visit, I'm always like, Michelle, my belle. Because that's what's his face who says it, the stepdad. What's his name? Fucking I can't. Dear Mr. Gacy. What the fuck is his name?
Oh,
Penis. Thin Penis. Come on.
Yeah, we met him, didn't
Keystone Ice. Keystone Ice.
He was drinking Keystone Ice the whole time.
Why can't I spit out his fucking name, dude?
William Forsythe.
William Forsythe. Yeah, he plays the stepdad, and he's got like a terrible wig, dude. But he calls Michael Michelle, my belle. I just think, I don't know why it's got a ring to it. It's fun to say, dude. Anyway, this movie is half chub is fine. It's a solid 6 out of 10. You had to pump the cum out of her stomach. You have that Spy Kids dude talking shit about his mom, dude. Sherry Moon, pump the cum. How would you feel about you writing that stuff about your wife, dude? casting your wife like, yeah, she's a
I wouldn't.
stripper and pumping the cum out of her stomach.
Hell no, dude.
All right. Is this you, Todd?
This is me. Straw Dogs remake.
Never saw this.
I rented this. I've never seen the trailer. I was pretty intrigued. I do like the original Straw Dogs, so it's like, okay, I'm going to check out the remake.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was great. Like we were saying earlier, it's probably half chub worthy. It's fine for what it is.
Doesn't have shit on Peckinpah. Does this is that James Marsden who's in that? The guy who played Cyclops in the X-Men movies? And the Sonic, the fucker from the Sonic movies. The dude from Sonic.
Yeah, the guy from Sonic.
James Marsden.
Yeah, James Marsden. Yeah.
I was like, I already told you. Yeah. It's like you're like fact checking me. Like,
and Kate Bosworth.
Okay.
And James Woods is in it too.
Oh, hell yeah, he is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move. We got two more, man. Oh, we got the fucking two of the biggest ones. These are huge hits, man. We got The Grudge and The Ring.
So
Chat
and you.
Which I never saw The Grudge, so I hope Chat gets that.
Chat gets Grudge.
Chat, The Grudge starring Bill Pullman. Where are you putting it? Sarah Michelle Gellar and Bill Pullman, right? Isn't he in that?
There's no Bill Paxton.
This movie is nothing but a response to The Ring. So it's like when The Ring was a huge hit, they're like, we got to buy up all those Japanese, horror properties, and we got to do it. And I think this was the next one that followed it. But where do you guys put The Grudge, man? And I feel like these became such a weird novelty. It got played out so fast. And I don't know, now that when you watch a movie like The Grudge, all these like things they're doing with like the little boy and stuff, it's almost like appropriating culture, because that stuff is so Japanese and it just doesn't look or feel right in America. And I'm really, really over that stuff as far as the American remakes, but they're actually fun. Go back and watch the actual legit Japanese movies that
they're great. Yeah.
They're so fun. They're so great. They got so much style. The Grudge is Dookie. Jimmy Blaine says Dookie as well. Jimmy, in honor of Jimmy, put this shit in the Duke pile. Blaine, I'll be the judge of that because I got the last one. So go ahead and spin the wheel, just because, I'm OCD. We got to spin the wheel. But The Ring is fantastic. I still think the original Ring holds up. I would like to have the 4K of that because I don't think I have that. I have the.
Did somebody put that out recently? Was that Arrow or?
There's an Arrow box set. Or no, there's a Scream Factory box set. I have the Ringu box set that has all the Japanese films.
Oh, okay.
I got the Blu-ray box set of that. I think it's only, but then I think that might only be on Blu-ray. But then they released an American version with Ring 2, and Rings. And
yeah.
I couldn't justify buying it because 2 and 3 aren't worth owning. Right? I mean, 2's whatever, but I don't want Ring. I just want that original. So maybe one of these days. But I really do like The Ring, and I like Naomi Watts, and it's just it's a really good story. Blaine says he saw The Ring in theaters. People were screaming and running out. It was wild to see. Yeah, it was one of those hype movies where I remember our buddy Travis's sister came home for it. He's like, she said she cried in the theater. She was throwing up. I
saw in the theaters. I didn't see, but yeah, the hype was.
What is that? What is that condition called? That phenomena where it's just because other people are doing it, it makes you want to do it. It's like people were doing that shit with Paranormal Activity. They were showing those like trailers. Oh, people in the theater. Oh,
yeah. It's just like the televangelists when people like pass out, pretend to pass out.
But it's when yeah, that's funny. But it's also when people go to a theme park and they go on a roller coaster, and if you really wanted to, you could literally just keep your mouth shut and just endure it.
Yeah.
But people kind of let themselves go with it, and they release themselves, surrender themselves to going crazy because everybody is. And so I remember I went and saw Paranormal Activity 2 or 3, one of the early ones where they were hot. They were like number 1 every week. And I went with a buddy, and then I remember a person I worked with, it just happened to be in the line, and we all sat next to each other. And I'm watching everybody in the theater do just like those trailers. Like, They're all doing it. I'm like, come on, guys. I'm like this fucking like, what? And it's just because they're all letting themselves get into it.
It was totally cool though. Like I went with my college my film appreciation group. We saw it in theaters, and no, I wasn't like that, but I really did enjoy that Paranormal Activity when I saw it in theaters.
It just became like by the second and third one, it had become a solidified event.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we've got to go there, and just like you're gonna go to a Jackass movie and everybody's gonna be ready to fucking die laughing even more. It's like you give it more laughs than it's even worth.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And you give way too much.
It had the Blair Witch syndrome, because the Blair Witch was the same thing, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, so guys, let's mess things up a bit.
Where would you put this, real quick?
Oh, Rings me. Oh, it's top tier. I think Dream. It's up there. Dream Cream Come, whatever it is.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, you don't think so? As far as remakes go, it's a great. Great.
I think it's a good movie. I'd probably put it at 4 finger. I'd put it at high 4 finger, but what?
It's just you saying these new terms is fucking cracking me up. I'd give it a 4 finger. Like, oh, you fucking bang it. It's like, it just, I'm having trouble getting used to these.
Well, they're just temporary. I mean, they're Nightmare on Elm Street related.
You know, give it a little fanny flutter.
Unless you want to keep the fanny flutter.
All right. I'd fist it. Blaine says, "Yeah, I think I think it is legitimately a good movie.
No, it is good.
I think the source material is a great movie, and if you want to like check off the box of how is it as a remake, this actually started it. If you really want to, because this started the Japanese thing.
The Japanese before anybody's
and then it's like it was like 2 or 3 years later where it's like, okay, we ran out of Japanese films, let's start remaking all of our films. But anyway, and well, this actually more than anything started the trend for PG-13 horror. We didn't, I swear it felt like we didn't have an R-rated horror film for a decade after this. God dang. Or like 5 years. But anyway, is there anything on here you guys want to change? Let's go ahead and knock that out. Go ahead and shout it out. We'll move stuff. I'm gonna kind of study it and see what I think needs to move. Thinking you guys were being a little hard on that Mummy. I'm just kidding. I never saw it.
Jesus. No.
I think the top row is exactly what it needs to be. I'm not gonna mess with that personally. Gosh,
I know what I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna move? Go ahead and move something.
So you think the top row?
I think you gonna add something to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna add something to the top row, and it's gonna be the Blob. The Blob is gonna be
okay. I mean, fair enough.
Tier. I love this movie. I think it's great. So rewatchable, and for a remake, which I did see the original Blob, which I actually did like, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. So it's top tier in my opinion.
I think you should have put the Silent Night, Deadly Night remake. Silent Night. That movie shit.
Where's that at? Well,
it's not on here. You didn't put it. Silent Night, Deadly Night. No.
Oh, okay.
So I think the only thing I might move is, I think you're being a little too hard on the Fright Night remake. I'm going to move that up to half chub, and I'm going to put it fairly high. Let's put that bad boy below Invisible Man, just right under Invisible Man.
Okay.
Blaine says move Psycho up to half chub.
Okay.
And are we good? We happy with that, everybody? I think we're happy with that.
Anybody in the chat got anything else?
So the greatest movie, the greatest remake of all time, I don't think anybody's disputing it. It's John Carpenter's The Thing.
This should be there at least.
It's like totally a reconstructed different movie. It's kind of almost like The Fly. The Fly is like boom.
Yeah.
Just destroys the original in every way. No, come on, dude. You really think Night 90's better than The Fly? Really? Objectively?
Well, yes. Would I rather watch Night 90 or The Fly? It'd be Night 90.
I think Night 90 is an easier watch for sure, because you know it's The Fly is it's a bit of an undertaking with what it is.
No, it flies through it.
But I just think The Fly it's a technical masterpiece. You're comparing Tom Savini on some farmland running around with this fucking Super 8.
He didn't write the story.
I know, but it just doesn't compare. I would have to give the edge.
I must really like zombies.
Yeah, I mean I love Night 90. It's definitely on this list. Suspiria. Oh gosh, dude. I would say I would sooner watch Night 90 because Night 90 is so easy to watch. It's such an easy movie to watch. You could just turn and burn that thing over and over again.
Funny fact about 980 real quick. I used to call in. Well, I had my mom call me out of school or whatever. I pretended I was sick just so I could stay at home and watch Night 90 and the original Night of the Living Dead.
She would let you
No, yeah, I would con her into it. I'd just be like, "Oh, I'm sick," you know. And I'd sit in my room. I'd get my beef jerky and my golden creams. Remember golden creams, dude?
Yeah, it sounds disgusting.
And like a 2 liter of God, what was that? Ruby Red Squirt, dude. And
all this talk of creams and squirts, dude. I can't. And 4 fingers, man, and fucking fanny flutters, dude. Todd's
Dream Cream Supreme.
Todd's head's in the gutter. It was my first Night 90 was my first Romero film too. I saw Night 90 first. I'm 1,000% sure I did. I saw this on early 90s on TV somewhere. So that's why I have a closest to it as well. I can't speak, but yeah, anyway, I was going to say this movie is so easy to watch, but man, Suspiria is 2.5 hours long. It's not a movie you're going to watch a lot because it is such a fucking thing to undertake, but dude, it's so good. Part of me's like, this movie's right below The Thing, but I'm not. I'm going to give the
no.
I'm going to get, you haven't even seen it.
I don't care, dude. I mean, can you imagine it being ahead of Night 90? I don't.
Night 90 gets props because it is easy to digest. That actually is a good thing in my book.
Well, the zombies look phenomenal, dude. They're my favorite looking zombies, I think.
Okay. Yeah, they do look good, but just saying. Anyway, I think that wraps it up, man. The Thing, the greatest of all time. And I guess we're calling the worst of all time The Grudge. No, it's Freddy. Will you please move Freddy to the back of the fucking bus?
That should have been somebody's. They should
just like kicked it down the fucking line. But that's it, guys. We're gonna head out. Thank you guys for joining us. Again, we're not doing anything this Friday because of the holiday. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful time with friends and family. I got a baby on the way, so we're not doing a whole lot. And I'm going to be getting caught up on stuff. And I'm going to be editing the Friday the 13th part 2 commentary is going to get finished up. I'm like halfway through it. And then I'm going to edit the member commentary, which will go up next week. And we'll be preparing for the new week, which next week, I think it's next week that the next commentary, whenever we're doing
The Crow,
Wicked Prayer, to do our boy Eddie some justice. And I just FYI, whenever this baby comes, I will be taking off that week and probably the next week whenever the baby comes. And TBD, that could be 2 or 3 weeks from now. That could be 5 weeks from now. It's kind of up in the air.
I'll come up with something.
So we'll figure it out. But guys, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like this video once it's posted. Please share. Please leave a comment. For God's sakes, ring the damn bell.
Yes,
the bell is crucial. I'm convinced, because YouTube wants to fucking just shove that homepage in your face with algorithmic bullshit. They don't actually want to feed you what you subscribe to. So we'd appreciate it. And yeah, if you want to join the membership, support us anymore, get access to those exclusive commentaries, the button's right below, and buy some merch. I don't know what to say. I got nothing else to shill. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th. America. Bye.
Big thanks to our awesome members for keeping Revival House alive, and to all the subscribers hanging out with us. You're the best. If you enjoyed the episode, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. We've got thousands of hours of content and cover a wide variety of horror films. So there's always something new and creepy coming your way. We'll catch you next time for more spooky fun. Now you know what we are. Now you know what you are. You'll never grow old, and you'll never die, but you must feed.